You've already waited 2 weeks to have them back together. I'm talking third purse. Why not wait? You wait a couple of verses of a hot Tool track.
I like talking fourth purse.
Fourth verse.
Hey, Diane, driving home. Breaking that motherfucking fourth wall.
It is the Bonfire, everybody.
Hi.
That's right. Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Your hosts, back together again. Big Jay Oakerson, Dan Soder. Together, we ride!
Yeah! Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy. I felt myself. I was missing you in this show so much that it's
hold on. Fucking goddamn lights.
Yeah, I see that. Trying to explain stuff to people like what's wrong, Jay? I go, I just missed the All I Do Is Win drop. I just realized that we hadn't done it in a while. And so I take everything in my sad power, not of my dumb fat thumbs, to not text Lou and be like, Lou, why don't we throw in some All I Do Is Win a little more? I miss it.
I said it to Bobby on the show. They tried doing pedo Elvis, and I was like, you don't do it like Jay does it.
It's different and stupid.
Stupid. It sounds different.
I hate your pedo Elvis.
I don't like it.
Stupid.
You're back from we had a week of vacation, but before that, you were gone in Las Vegas.
Las Vegas?
Las Vegas, taping the Netflix Degenerate half hour. How the fuck did it go? You, first off, look great.
Thank you,
Lost
buddy.
some weight. You're going to see when it comes out on Netflix. Jay is in fucking fighting shape.
Top condition for as low as possibly that can be.
No, dude, but you really fucking... I saw some pictures that Christine shared, and I was like, Jesus Christ. Did you do a colonic right before you filmed?
I showed you the intro, too.
Yeah, I saw you come out, the fucking cool new Legion of Skanks hoodie. Badass. But you taped in Vegas. How was Vegas? Weird
Hot
city
as
to go.
shit.
Very hot.
Super hot.
Yeah.
Like
as an exclusive.
Like 111 or something.
111 degrees reason. Oh, no.
It
We're
was
not making it as cool and exclusive.
I went outside one day and I was on my phone. And
phone melted to your face.
No,
Swear to God,
when I got back to my room, I tried to turn my flashlight on my camera.
Yeah.
And it wasn't working. So that was weird. Then I opened the phone and it says like it has to cool down before it can do anything. Just from being out in the world.
That's cool.
It's too hot to use your cell phone in Vegas. You shouldn't live in a temperature that can break your electronics. That doesn't make any sense to me.
When I lived in Tucson, there'd be these moments where you're just like driving on the highway and you're looking out over the city and you're like, this feels like Mars. Like it's an inhabitable planet. Because in Arizona, it gets like, Tucson doesn't even get as hot as Phoenix does because Phoenix is in a valley. It gets like fucking 116, 117 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
The best is
120 something.
I was talking to this girl who's from Arizona about what it's like when you get into a car in the summer and you grab your steering wheel and you got to do that thing where you're late to work, but it also hurts to grab the steering wheel. So you're like, ow, and you got to drive, but the fucking steering wheel's burning. So you're like, taking a left and shit. It's the worst. It's crazy.
Oh, I remember when I were to get my mom's car.
Yeah.
My mom's Chevette with vinyl seats when I was a kid.
Hell yeah.
It was like getting branded into a black fraternity or something.
Yeah.
I really said,
You go, I guess I'm an alpha.
Yeah.
I'm an omega like Shaq.
I'm an O-dog. O-dog?
There you go.
Yeah.
They go, wait, did you go to Howard? You go, no, I was late to work, and it was a sunny, hot day.
Dab? Nay? Oh, it hurts so much. And I had one of those very short car rides to school. My mom would drop me on her way to work, but it wasn't a far ride. So all you had was like getting out of you never got used to it. It was like getting out of the car.
Yeah.
That was a car too where the hot and cold was just like a slide thing. Like
red into blue?
Red into blue, but not like a slide. Like you'd even feel more confident if it was like a knob or a thing that turned. It wasn't. It was just like a tab.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh.
It's just a tab that you
and somewhere in the middle, like the red and the blue like came to a point and they just like cross each other.
Yep.
At some point. It
just goes right over and it's like that's like a nice lukewarm. That's what's nice about these digital clocks is you're like, let me bang it down to 64.
I mean, legit, just in my lifetime, the change of the digital with that. My mom's car, she had a new car, and our new car when I was a kid had it was a Chevette, you know, obviously roll windows, which is not crazy, but I mean, still the radio that you had to turn a knob to very small, terribly dangerous numbers. You know what I mean? Like they're so small I don't know how you just like know what you're looking at. I don't know why they would make something that small to read while you're driving a car.
My mom got a 4Runner in '93, a used 4Runner, and it had a digital clock. And I was like, this thing's a fucking spaceship.
We made it.
Yeah, digital clock. Good job, Trish.
Yo, drive past Fartbox's house. I want to really wag this in his fucking face.
Fucking Foo Jack. He's friends with Lou, DJ Lewitzki.
Now
Did a lot of
they are.
hanging out with Fartbox.
Oh,
They were drinking buddies.
Fartbox the shit.
I love shitbox.
Yeah. He goes, he doesn't listen to the show, so he's like, I don't care what you guys fucking call me.
Yeah, he could care less about our awesome
I go,
show.
we call you Fartbox, and he goes, it was so funny to watch Lou talk to my friend Mike, who I went to Europe with, about like the Bonfire. And Mike's like, yeah, I don't care. I grew up with him. I've heard him enough.
Yeah.
Because Lou was like, you don't listen to the show? And my buddy was like, why would I?
Yeah.
I talked to him on the
And
phone.
there goes all my fucking references. I
Yeah.
can't speak in drops anymore.
But Lou,
Don't act like it didn't hurt you a little bit because you've said on the show we could find verified record
Garape
that
listens.
Fat Fartbox and Bray both listen to the show.
Beret does. Fartbox's roommate Joel, my buddy Joel, listens. Gotcha. That's what it is. But I've always known that Fartbox doesn't listen.
No, nice
'Cause I-
attitude on that Fartbox kid.
Yeah, good guy. But what was great was seeing Lou. I didn't realize how many Bonfire drops I reference in my head all the time. Because when I saw Lou, I went, you know what I keep thinking about all the time is the Corey Feldman, oh yeah. And I kept saying that. I kept saying that in Europe, and Fartbox didn't get it, and he was like, okay, and I'd be like, oh yeah, or go, what childhood?
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
Metzger with me all weekend, and I kept giving him a lot of what childhood.
Yeah, and it's, you don't forget. But then I saw Lou, and that's what's great about when you have a friend that you work with that also you hang out with outside of work. You're like, oh, we can make these work jokes outside of work, and people we get it. Because we were smoking joints in fucking Amsterdam, so
Oh,
they're
I
going,
bet.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah. I'll quick recap thing. The Netflix taping I hope went well.
When's
I'm
do you have
editing
any
it.
idea when it's coming out?
They say last quarter of the year, so
So around Christmas time.
November maybe at earliest. But it's yeah, I think it went well. I mean, I did the best I could, I guess.
Yeah.
So we'll see. You know, it's one of those things. I don't know. We did 2 shows. I like the second one a little bit better.
I think it'll be great. From what I saw at the beginning of the second show was hilarious. So I bet it'll come out fucking great.
I think so. Yeah, and everyone.
they're gonna-
And Yamanika, Joey Diaz, Brad Williams, Lisa Traeger, Christina P. Everyone. Like it was fun. It was a hell of a hang. And Jeff Tomsic, the director. Shout out! I put a thing out. His movie Tag
Out now.
with Hannibal Buress, John Hamm just came out, and we saw it. Really, really funny. And I'm so proud of him. It's so. It was cool to text somebody. I've sent you very similar texts too, like, you know, especially with Billions and stuff,
Yeah.
and how I texted you not too long ago about a very similar thing.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, wow, man, what a fucking, this is amazing, and like, you're so great in it. It's cool to text him and go, it's like, wow, dude, you just directed a movie theater movie.
Yeah.
And I use that wording very on purpose.
Movie theater movie's a real thing.
movie theater movie. It's you didn't just direct a movie. You directed a movie. It's like there's billboards around this country of it.
Well, there's
That's
trailers.
amazing.
It's on trailer at it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's a real. You made a real picture, Jack.
Well, this is
You made
also
a real
guy.
movie, Jack.
Yeah.
This is a director where
That's a Lou. Lou always quotes that.
he did Comedy Underground with Dave
Yeah.
Attell. He did This Is Not Happening all those seasons, all those crazy intros. He did specials. He's like worked around
Which I don't
comics
think-
for so long. So to see a guy that's been around comedy, been around comics, become a comedy director like this for a major picture is crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What's crazy
Oh yeah.
is me looking at Christine and it just hitting me now in the face that she wore a power.
Oh,
a woman's
yeah,
power
dude, she wore a
blazer
Murphy
today
Brown
to try to
blazer.
impress Fran
She did
Drescher.
she did a
Yeah.
fucking 9 to 5 move to get fucking Fran Drescher to think that she's down. Like she goes, "Hi, I'm Christine, powerful, deciding woman. You must be Fran Drescher. Never really heard of you. Kidding. I know all of your stuff.
Pleasure to meet you. Yeah, pleasure to meet you. Yeah.
Single white female. She's trying to become Fran Drescher. She goes, "Hey, that girl from the interview's following me around."
It was I think we all agree, a delight.
Fran Drescher's great. The interview will be out on Thursday. She came by the Bonfire.
Thursday, right?
Wednesday, I think.
We
Wednesday.
actually came here.
Wednesday it's gonna come out. You're right.
You're out Wednesday.
But it's
So are you.
yeah, no, and she you know, no need for a head fake on this one. I'm not saying we got to the bottom of some deep rooted things in her life, but we had some fun.
Yeah.
She was very fun, very sweet, and she indulged me.
Well, just say that.
Yeah, she
Yeah, don't
indulged
ruin
me
it.
at the end of it. That's all. Yeah, I want it to be a fun
Glad you got
surprise.
that in. So that'll be on the Wednesday's show of The Bonfire.
The Bonfire.
I did cry afterwards.
Yeah, Christine
She was ramped up.
crazy emotional
actually
about it.
teared
She was
up.
like, "Can I get a hug?"
I did not act like the Logic fan, but that's what was going on in my head.
And you've made so many movies that have got me through. Can I have a hug?
Fran Drescher, can I get a hug with you? Yes.
That's all that, I'm like, will you be my mom?
If I call you mom, will you just say you're my mom? Can I never leave this room? Aliens land because they think their laughing is communicating. Much like the humpback whale, the Frans and Christines communicate through a series of clicks and laughs. That's their sonar.
DJ Lou, here's your new mashup now. It's not just Christine fucks Lamb. It's Christine meets Fran Drescher fucks Lamb.
Oh, you're talking about a three-way? You're talking about some group stuff?
Oh, that's a group stuff. But that's not Devils. That's the three-way the way you want it.
No. I'm talking about we had a goat. You go sheep. Sheeps go to heaven, goats go to hell. Fran Drescher's. Sheeps go to heaven, goats go to hell. Now that song's going to be stuck in my head. You know what, Cake? You don't get enough due. You were a pretty fun band in the 90s.
Christine got told by Fran Drescher she looks like Jen Tilly.
Right when she walked in.
She's going to hang her hat on that for a while.
I mean, how good did that feel?
That did feel good.
Well, you better hope she means Jen Tilly before.
Yeah, she doesn't mean gentilly.
Jen Tilly now is an older woman, but unless you do sort of look like that Jen Tilly was the voice of is Bride of Chucky.
I used to beat it to Jen Tilly and Liar Liar.
Oh, who wouldn't beat it to Jen Tilly? A young
Right?
Jen Tilly?
Black Lou just fucking nodded me off. Yeah, there it is.
I think young Jen Tilly, too, somewhere you could find online.
Yeah.
Wolf Muff. However...
Good. Well, that's right down your alley and then right down my alley because she's got big old natural cans.
She has big old cans. However, I might be thinking of Meg Tilly.
Is that her sister? She has a sister?
Yeah.
Meg Tilly, yeah.
The Tilly sisters.
The Tillys?
Yeah. I know that...
The Tillys from down the street?
More than,
Meg Tilly was the one in Psycho 2.
yeah.
She was in the movie Psycho 2.
Okay.
Jen Tilly was always the winner for me in my eyes, but and you think Meg Tilly showed Bush?
I remember her doing.
Jacob, you told me you were Mr. Skin's second cousin.
There's
I.
Jen Tilly is. Wait,
She looks like a young B.D. Wong.
She doesn't look like that at all.
Come on, Jacob.
What's this from?
Just nudity she's done, I guess.
Was she in like a Red Shoe
Fast
Diaries?
sofa movie?
It's called Fast Sofa Movie or Red Shoe Diary? This seems like a Red Shoe Diary. Oh, whoa, man,
I
but
didn't see this happening in her career ever.
look at this.
Well, Christine, good to know. If times ever go hard, you could fuck Edgar Winter.
Hey, and it's on X Hamster. While we were gone.
While we were away. So
Oh.
that's really... And Christine was out there in Vegas with me. We had a blast. We had a good time. I
Yeah.
think
Do you
it went
like
very
Vegas,
well.
Christine?
She
I
loves
love Las Vegas.
Really?
I love it.
Cannot stand
Well,
it.
I used to go in the 90s, in the late 90s. There was a
How old are
gambling
you?
problem in the family. And so from 11 to 15, I was taken out with my younger cousin to just basically roam Las Vegas on our own.
Hell yeah. I used to
From
do that when I was
11
12.
Yeah, we were 11 and 6.
My friend Mike, whose stepdad worked for the Broncos, my friend Mike that works for the Niners now, he would be like, do you guys on spring break want to go to Vegas just so he could gamble? And then Mike and I would just go around and try to talk to girls that were with their family. I didn't. Mike did. I would just be with him, and then Mike would be like, hey, how old are you? He'd be like, 13. He'd be like, you want to hang out? And I'd just be in the back like, I don't know what to do.
That's crazy.
My first
Yeah.
kiss was on the street, New Year's Eve, I believe, the millennium. A guy just kissed me on the street.
A guy-
I was like
a man?
14 years old.
Just
a man. Yeah.
What?
Like, made out with you?
No, came up and smacked one on the lips. I didn't open my mouth, but I didn't look 14, but I was a child. But I was also
So fucking
walking
great.
around. I was walking around the streets by myself on New Year's Eve. Also,
I love that. I love I didn't look 14. Yeah, you did.
I love that just some dude goes, I was hammered. I think I kissed a kid.
I think I kissed a kid.
I think
But
I kissed
never-
a young teen.
He
I
goes,
never-
I came out of the valleys. They took my ass. He goes, I'm on the street, ball drops. I grab what I think was hopefully a younger looking lady, but I think it might have been a preteen.
Scene's like, I didn't open my mouth, but I did grip his dick.
I said, if you want some real action, go to Circus Circus.
Room 14. Latino01.
Fun tonight at me at the Circus. I'll do whatever you want.
Let me see if I can sell this 6-year-old on the black market.
Let me knock off this CB. I mean, wait, it was you and a 6-year-old?
Yeah, my cousin.
sounds
Well,
like
my
a
cousin's 6 years younger than me, so it was actually it was from the ages of 5 and 11 to 9 and 15.
So you were fucking 11 walking around with a 5-year-old?
I mean, full blown, just like I was a grown up. Like it was just what you do. We would wander around the place by ourselves. We'd be down at the Flamingo Hilton pool all hours
Wait, Christine,
of the night.
Christine, slow down. I'm writing down here the recipe for trying crack as a teenager.
Yeah, here we go.
Wait,
Preheat the oven to a Vegas hang. Preheat the oven right now with a Vegas hang 11 to 5.
11 to 5.
And then what you're going to want to do is throw in some nice white supremacist boyfriends.
Not a boyfriend, just a dude.
Just a dude.
White supremacy.
You go, can you do a river fuck?
First jizz I ever tasted was so white.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
was also
Hated
the,
blacks.
this is also like my home life was bad. Like this was a part of the family that took me away from my home life to take
go-
me to Vegas
they go-
with a 5-year-old.
Christine, we got to get you out of that house. Why don't we go to Vegas and have you watch our 5-year-old and just roam around like outdoor cats?
That just really
One time-
that just really caught me. Was that your first beej, the white supremacist? First one ever?
No. My first one ever was
A Black
My-
Panther. She goes, I swing.
She goes, I couldn't chipmunk my cheeks out enough. I mean, I look like Louis Armstrong on that thing. I had to slow it down.
She goes, I see dicks of purple.
Yeah, you right.
Afro pubes.
first beach ever.
You know, from this angle, you look a lot like Dizzy Gillespie. Salt peanuts. You know, cable guy who beats the shit out of Owen Wilson in the bathroom. You know, from this angle, you look a lot like Dizzy Gillespie. That's one of my favorite.
But I love that town, and the thing that I always loved, and it was actually what me and my aunt would do, is we would just sit and people watch all day long. And
Yeah.
it's just disaster
Yeah,
after
yeah.
disaster. And I've always been in Vegas. I never went to Vegas when I was like a fall down drunk or embarrassing myself. Like I've always been on the outside looking into the chaos, and
Yeah.
I love it. Like
Really?
I love just sitting back and watching disaster after disaster, everybody on vacation. I love watching the way people dress nice
man, it's-
outside of LA and New York.
It's great watching dudes in cargo shorts with cameras strapped to them, like bayonets of ammunition, just lose their shit on their wives and their kids.
yeah.
Where they go, if you guys can't stop moving, I can't take the picture. All right? Ashley, I'm trying to take the picture. The fountain show is a limited time show.
I went into full-blown panic at a point. Jay was shooting all day Sunday to do intro. And
Shooting
his
heroin.
And his
Down in
agent...
Green
What else are
Valley.
you going to do?
His
Gotta cool
agent
off.
manager invited me to this like club pool to see the chain smokers. Now, totally not my scene, but I was like, I'm gonna sneak in the back and people watch.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Blow an Asian
I
kid with
thought
purple
I'd
hair.
sneak into the back and people watch. I ended up having to go through general admission. They were gonna take all my pot. Something happened there where I was looking at what was going on. They were treating me like somebody that wanted to be there. That they were
They
like
go,
trying
"Hey,
to get in.
Hey, Mom, we're going to try to get you in.
Yeah, and I ended up I took all my stuff. They tried to take my weed. I took all my stuff and I just left and didn't even go inside.
They go,
I went into
listen,
full-blown panic.
Miss, are you doing like a never been kissed kind of thing where you're trying to come back and act like, this is the chain smokers. Are you sure you want to see them?
And
literally how I
what
felt.
not my scene that would have ever been.
No, thank you. Well, here's the thing is I used to go to Vegas a lot, like 18 to 25, because when I lived in Tucson, it was like a 5-hour drive.
Yep.
And I had a friend that went to Southern Nevada, which is the community, it's like the community college in Henderson. And then my buddy went to UNLV. So I drive up there and I had a fake ID so I could go gamble. And the best thing was like, if you took $100 to go gamble, you got free drinks at the table. So I just sit there and gamble and get fucking blackout.
Yeah, we'd always get like comp. They
Blackout.
comp everything. We'd also run around the
Boy.
hotel charging everything to the room.
Smart.
It's like because they just comped it all out at the end.
I got to tell you, she's right for sure that it's great trash watching. It's a real
Unbelievable.
trash attraction.
Yeah.
Trash from everywhere.
I'm not saying the locals. I'm saying what the casinos draw.
Well, here's the thing about the locals. You get off the strip, it's some seedy ass shit. Like North Vegas.
Well, oh yeah, some.
Boy.
But I mean, like,
yeah, we were looking at house. Like they were looking to live out there, so we were looking at all the houses
Oh,
around.
well, there's
the
like Green
developments,
Valley,
too.
and there's like there's a lot of nice little neighborhoods.
well, we have Heather Esquire on the phone actually here. Heather, who lives in Vegas. I want to let her know we're not trashing Vegas here. Heather, you there?
Hey guys, crackle crackle.
Crackle, crackle. How are you? We Dan saying off the strip it gets seedy. That particular area.
Yeah, north. I'm
is
talking
seedy
about
because
north of the strip.
Vegas in general, I think, has some good people, but the casinos, what it draws. Christina's right. It is worth sitting there and watching.
It's the bug zapper.
It's
of
great
people.
for me as low rent as I am, because I had to ask questions that almost got laughing responses where it's like, we're going to a nice steakhouse tonight. And it's like, oh man, I'm wearing shorts and like a t-shirt. And I'm like, that's probably not cool, right? And people start laughing at you like, what? Like, he goes, it's amazing you're wearing socks.
Yeah.
Like,
that lady.
Tits out.
Yeah, that lady has a lobster bib and a bikini on, and it's 9:30 p.m.
literally people in bikinis, people with a nip hanging out of their tit or
What
their
a
shirt.
large woman with her tits showing.
Oh yeah.
Heather, you agree it is great people watching to live there and come watch that chaos, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, totally. When I first moved here, we went out for like $3.99 ribeye, and me and my friend joked we were the only two people in the room with all our teeth.
Hell
I mean, $3.99 ribeye can't be quality ribeye. Which is, by the way, what I said to my guy from
you're
out there,
dog.
the transport guy out there. I said that to him. I go, $3.99 prime rib. That's not going to be prime rib. He goes, you'd be surprised. That's good prime
it's
rib.
good. Because they just want you to gamble, so everything else is so cheap. There was a place that said it was called the Heart Attack Grill, and it said over 350 pounds eats free.
That's great.
That's crazy.
That's
People
hilarious.
have died of heart attacks in there.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
In that place, what's it called?
The Heart
Attack
Attack
Grill.
Grill.
They do like these giant plates and shit, and they really are like, fuck it. They lived with their name, by the way.
People have died in there.
I don't know what's better to be back. The whole show or Dave Hussein's I Rock.
Dave Hussein's I Rock Radio.
Yeah, Baghdad's #1 bad boy DJ. He goes, I'm going to call the State House right now. You guys have no idea. Dave Hussein on the ones and twos.
Prepare for the angelic voice of Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran, carpet bombing your ears. It's Dave Hussein on Baghdad Radio.
Heather,
I
thank you
also-
so much, Heather, for coming out and seeing the show, by the way.
Oh, you killed it. I mean, it was fantastic. I could tell everyone in the crowd was having a great time. I mean, it really couldn't have been better. And I really hope the insider camper moment that happened in the first taping makes it to the special, because I was loving it.
We're trying to get it in.
What happened?
It's a little crowd work riff.
What?
The special's I'm really excited about this special because Jay's put out a lot of crowd work material over the last couple of years, and this is like a really material driven set, but there's one little Easter egg of crowd work in there that has a Bonfire reference.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
right.
good.
There is, and
yeah.
that was that is the first show. Yeah, we're trying. We're trying to get it in there for
we
sure.
pulled that in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, it was great, man. That second show really felt like it felt like Jay's taping. I mean, Jay walked out and people threw up skank cans in the
I saw
audience,
that.
which
Yeah,
was
yeah.
crazy.
That's awesome. That's always my favorite when I see
It was
that on the
amazing.
road.
So Heather, you're saying I was a standout.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, look, everyone was great. Lisa was great. Brad was great. I had never really seen much of their stuff before, and we enjoyed the whole show. I was there with another camper, but I definitely think that you fucking killed it, man. You stood out.
Hang on, I'm texting it to them right now. Brad and
And I hope
Lisa,
anybody listening, I hope
go
we got
fuck
everybody.
yourselves.
I hope we got everybody in, because the day of, we were really working as hard as we could to make sure anybody reaching out that was in town and wanted to go was able to get in. So
Yeah, I
I
don't
hope we're
wanna-
able to take care of
I
everyone.
don't want to take a dump on the audience coordination thing, but man, it's very the process is very difficult. I feel like, and the day of, I feel like I should not be. I have no problem doing it because I want to make sure it does matter to me that there was fans there, and I'm
Hell
never
yeah.
in Vegas, so the fact that I could have the Vegas fans come out and see a show without having to travel was a huge thing for me. And the day of, man, I mean, 25 people that were like, man, I put in the code, the bonfire code. I'm supposed to get preferential. People were flying in, and I get it. They don't want to book people that are flying in because they don't want to trust that you're going to fly in and have empty seats. But like these people flew in, man. People flew in from Philly. It was
That's awesome.
And like, I'm not my family or anything. It's like fans. It
One of
was
my-
pretty amazing. And Heather came backstage at one point, and we got to. She was wearing her. You're wearing your Sons of Gary shirt, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Represent
Happy
hard.
belated
I love
Father's
that town.
Day to those without fathers.
I really want to get the show out there, do something in Vegas at the Cellar.
love
I
it.
really love that town. The people that came out and the crowd. I mean, it's a fun town for shows for sure.
Liz at the Comedy Cellar says we just got to figure it out. We can get the whole crew out there, and we'll get rooms. And
Can we have
we'll-
all connecting rooms?
That would be
Please.
Yeah, I want the whole floor.
just
I
fucking
also
do a
just-
conga line right through Jacob's room. Hey.
Guys, I'm doing my abs, my midday abs.
Beep bop boop bop bip. Hey.
Yeah.
I just loved it. Soder, do you ever miss it living out there? Did you hate it? Because
Never
being in that
once.
desert heat, like
Not once.
Oh my God! I just
Miss the
walking
people.
into that weather, I was like
No.
so happy.
No.
Do you miss walking around with a 6-year-old and getting fingered as a 14-year-old?
Oh, do you
Not
miss being?
finger, just kiss.
Do you remember? Do you miss being on a space station in the desert, just walking around, dude? I mean, we were 12 and running around, so I
It's
get it.
ridiculous what I was allowed to do as a child. I mean, I think I was well.
It's ridiculous what you were allowed to do as a child. I think it's illegal what they had you do with the other child.
Yeah, the 5-year-old is where the legalities
And to take
get
her
wrong.
around and just walk around the city. I would describe that where we were particularly too, I'd say at nighttime, I don't.
Well, we didn't go down to that
I wouldn't
part
want
of
my
town.
15-year-old.
Oh,
daughter.
dude.
Yeah, but that part of town we were in was that Fremont Street, right? It's not bad now.
It's
at
not
all.
bad now, but in the '90s it was bad. That's kind of like
I got
it's
you,
going
but I'm
through
saying
the
you wouldn't go
Times
down there.
Square.
But I'd say the way that is now, I wouldn't send Isabella walking down that.
Those guys,
There's no.
I
fucking
wouldn't
way.
Those
let
guys that
Isabella
slap
do
their
most
hands?
of the stuff I was allowed to do at her age.
those guys the guys that slap their hands and give out the nudie, like the prostitution things.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a 12-year-old boy going down the strip being like, I'll take those.
Yeah.
I'll take those. I'm about to, let me fill up this fucking beat sesh. That's where Vanilla
Just free
Dan's.
porn they're handing you?
I'm coming to tits with stars on them.
You got them fanned out like your Go Fish cards.
Oh, dude, my favorite was my friend.
Hello, Emma. Possible pass. Oh, that says passable. Sorry, passable tranny.
I will trade you a Tia for 3 Rachels. One of my friends fell asleep because we used to go.
You jerk off on him.
Yes, all over him.
Knew it.
Covered him, spider webbed. After when I got older, me and my friends would go for the first week of the March Madness tournament, which is also St. Patrick's Day, and that's just fucking mayhem.
Yeah.
It's just people just getting very drunk, and then I tried
It
going
could be
back.
the powder keg that starts a race war. Quite
I don't know.
honestly,
Well, I mean, it's every year. Everyone goes out and just gets fucking hammered.
every year we're on the brink.
Every
Don't
year.
you feel
That's
it?
how close we get. We just skim the surface. But I went back once since I stopped drinking, and I was like, nope, can't do it. But now they have
love
legal
it.
weed, so
Well, Soder, that was
Hey.
insane. I've never felt more. I was like, oh, it was propaganda. Weed's fine because the way it's legalized in
Colorado?
well, California, it's still like there's an armed guard and you go through one door and then another door and they lock behind you. When I went to the weed store in
Fenoy
Vegas,
was working there.
hey,
When
sorry, amigos need a state ID.
you walk into the weed store in Vegas and they just check your ID and they're like, have fun. And you're just in this big open air weed market.
By the way,
and
if
it's
you remember,
unbelievable.
Nevada in the 90s was a they didn't fuck around.
Zero tolerance.
Zero
It was like, do
tolerance.
not take weed into Nevada. Do not.
said
And
if you had-
Arizona was bad too with California plates. Because if
Yeah.
you have California plates in Nevada or Arizona, you're fucked.
Fucking hippies. Fucking goddamn hippies.
Hip dip assholes.
Hippie
But it
dippy
was really.
People watching though, top notch for
Oh,
sure.
There's so many fat knees to be looked at.
It's a real jazzy community out there.
Hell
Yeah, I feel about Vegas. There's not a lot of places where I go there and I'm like, I love this town. Like I feel that way about Austin, and I definitely feel that way about Vegas.
So
I get
strange.
to Vegas and I'm like, I fucking love this
Couldn't
place.
feel the more polar opposite. I'm kind of like the second I touch down in Vegas, I'm like, I'm good to go.
We also are pulling a Shark Tank in the middle of it.
I mean,
Why'd
That
you
was
say
great,
it
too. I
like
just
that?
hung out
What
with
was that weird
Lisa.
way you say it? Also, Dad, our pool had a shark.
Well, that was for Jacob.
Don't tell anybody.
I didn't know Christine had the fucking tastes of a Colombian drug lord. She goes,
Really?
I had a white tiger, and my bride is a former Miss Beauty pageant.
She
mean,
goes,
I
oh
really
my
want
God.
a
He goes,
tiger.
the robe, real duck feathers.
She goes, and I'm going to say this, I had an assault rifle hidden under my bed in case these cocksuckers want to take a shot at the queen.
You want to step up again, motherfuckers?
Yeah. Oh, and an even more fun part, I had a gold lame bed. And if these cunts think they're going to take my territory, I'll kill them all.
We're gonna plan something. Man. We're gonna figure something out to get the crew out
Yeah.
there, so we could do a week of
Listen.
show. We could do a week of shows live out there, 3 to 5 p.m. It'll be out there. so-
Bonfire melted.
Oh yeah, for sure. We just gotta figure out how to do it.
Swimsuits. We get to wear swimsuits the whole week.
Black Lou can't wait.
Hell yeah.
Black
Yeah.
Lou's been dying to wear a gambling suit.
Oh, Black Lou's gonna go around and tell hot chicks that he's a DJ at the Rio.
No,
At a pool party.
he's gonna have cufflinks that say BL.
Yeah, he goes, oh, me? I'm Black Lou. And this is my favorite. He goes, and I just paid $2.99 for this giant steak.
He goes, who am I? Black
Yeah.
Lou.
He puts down 100 on fucking at the roulette table. He goes, always bet on black. And does this thing. He goes, I'm Black Lou from the Bonfire. We have a lot of fun on Instagram, but something that isn't funny is game rigging in Nevada.
He goes, now, hang on 1 second. Baby Cake's blowing these for me.
He goes,
There we go.
He goes, her name's Cheyenne. I met her over in Cheyenne, and I met her in Jackson, Wyoming. Kanye listening party. This baby got the goods. Black Lou's gonna tell you right now. I'm like, Black Lou, when did you become so smooth? He goes, the second we touched down in the desert, baby.
The shit changed.
You want to take our first break?
Black Lou would love it. Let's take our first break because then I want to hear all about your. I heard your foreskin grew back. You were going overseas.
Dude, I went
long.
so Euro. I got fucking dead eyes, and now I got a fucking thick dick because I got
Yeah.
my foreskin back.
Fucking white Lou's only into hairy armpit bitches now.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? You should see this guy's how he bakes his own bread. It's raised. It's grain.
I've been following his blog. He's putting a lot of Aryan propaganda up
well,
as you hang out in those blacklist communities.
Oh yeah.
Es ist unser Wunsch und Wille, dieser Staat und dieses Reich.
Hang on, that's my uncle.
He goes,
That's my
Gustav.
Uncle.
Uncle Gustav, I'm on my way.
It is good to be home, everybody. We'll be right back. It's the Bonfire.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big Jay Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Radio Sirius XM 95. Dan Soder, who's going to be at the Punchline in Sanzy Franzy.
It's true.
Thursday, July 19th through Saturday, July 21st. And then at the Comedy Works in Denver. That's right, he's coming home. If you know him, ask him for free tickets. You know you've known him since before, and now he thinks he's a big fucking do-to-do out there and has to make his friends buy a ticket. You know they're going through some hard times. You know I'm still working blue collar, Dan. You can't help your friend Steve out.
That's my uncle, dog.
It's going to be July 26th to the 28th, the homecoming. Show them that bonfire love out there. I was there not long ago, and they are out there in full force. For tickets and all their tour dates, visit dansoder.com. And then I exist.
Big J's just around, guys. Go to bigjcomedy.com just to prove that he's a person.
I like seeing that almost on the board because I believe.
Been on the road fucking like 12 weeks.
Oh man, it's been a lot. So I'm happy to be
coming
home
up
for
on a
next
break,
year.
which is nice. I'm in the middle of my break right now.
Got Uncle Vinny's and Point Pleasant coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you're on a it's pretty good when you catch like I'm like 3 weeks off the road.
Yeah,
it's fucking great, dude.
It's great.
This weekend I'm just fucking in town and I'm like, what am I gonna do? I should clean my apartment because then once July 19th comes out, I'm back on the road for like fucking 7 weeks.
Yeah,
and then you're just like, I can't do anything on the weekends. And then during the weekdays, I'm trying to fucking live my life, dog.
We're here making you alls laugh. I also never want to I always make clear, I love being in the other cities and doing shows.
Mm-hmm.
I hate everything about the travel.
Traveling blows.
Every moment of the travel I fucking hate.
I'll tell you this, man. Something that really fucking made me laugh and miss being at home. Because I was over, I went to Europe for 10 days. I don't ever travel. I travel the United States, but I never you feel painfully American at times when you're traveling.
I bet.
And then you hear
I'd be very. I'm envious. I'm curious to hear some of this stuff because I genuinely. You
hear another.
The
American.
idea of that sounds like a nightmare to me.
Well, you hear another American and you're like, "Shut up! God, you sound stupid!" And you're like, "I miss home." So I was in Iceland, about to fly home. And you have to go through customs. Their customs or whatever to stamp your passport, and they ask you like, "Where are you going? Why are you here?" And the lady in front of me goes, "I'm actually flying back to Philadelphia. I'm headed home." just had me fucking laughing. And she goes, I'm actually just headed back to Philadelphia because I was around. I went to Sweden for 4 days. Saw Queens of the Stone Age at an amusement park. Shout out to John Theodore. Dean Del Rey fucking hooked up tickets through John Theodore, the drummer.
Really?
Yeah, which was awesome because I had tickets. I had tickets already, but they were just general admission, and it was like a giant. If you go to my Instagram, you'll see I was up on a balcony.
Mm-hmm.
So I had the GA tickets as general admission down in there. And I was, down. That was awesome. And then Dean Del Rey, who's friends with a lot of guys on Queens of the Stone Age, was like, dude, just let me know when you're out there. Text me. So I texted him. He's like, I got you all hooked up. And then it's like, you don't know where the tickets are from, but he's like, oh, John says, what's up? And I was like, he can't mean John Theodore. He can't mean the drummer. And that's who he was talking about. And I fucking, I DM'd John Theodore was like, hey man, I'm glad you got the tickets. He DM'd me. He's like, I'm glad you got the tickets and hung out. I was like, what the fuck? It was just awesome.
That's amazing.
And Stockholm is beautiful. It's fucking gorgeous. It's like such a clean city.
I thought you meant the syndrome.
The syndrome. No, that's what I kept doing the bonfire laugh, which Fujak didn't get because he doesn't listen to the show. So I know, fart box, just blowing my fucking bits. But I was doing this, I kept doing the thing where I was like, I guess you could say I'm starting to get a little bit of Stockholm syndrome.
He's like, who you giggling at, man?
He goes, what? No, when I explain, it's one of those things where you explain the joke and then everyone, then they love it because they're like, oh, that's fucking great.
Yeah.
But then we went to Holland, and that's where I met up in Amsterdam with fucking DJ Lewitsky. It's fucking great, man. Met up at a
Is this your
cafe.
mega mix, TJ Lou?
This is traditional Dutch music, guy.
So we met up. The first night we met up.
Someone fell in love with a hooker.
Oh.
See that fucking perversity? It's traditional Dutch.
It's called
dickhead.
Stranchendagen, and what it is it dates back to the 13th century when certain Dutch settlers decided that,
I'm texting my new girlfriend, Fjergenmergen.
Oh, Fury, she loves it. And yes, she's a lady of the night, but I don't care. Because you know what? It's cool in their culture.
I call her Umlaut, and I try to fist her.
Yeah. Well, we got to Amsterdam, me and Fartbox. We checked into our hotel room, which could only be called a hostel. It was straight up a concrete block with 2 mattresses on the ground.
I'm out.
And a shower.
I'm on a plane back.
Dude, it was... Ask DJ Lewitsky. I was texting him. I'm like, dude, this is a shithole. Where are you staying? And then I looked it up and I was like, can't afford that. like, because it was too early.
Lewis thing?
Just saying, like, moving that week for some
Oh, you're
reason.
talking about in Amsterdam. I thought you were saying...
Yeah, Amsterdam. Sweden, the hotel was awesome.
You were in beautiful hotels.
Sweden, unbelievable. It was
Really?
great. Like, the hotel that we stayed at in Stockholm was nice. It was downtown. It was, like, by a bunch of stuff. Nothing crazy, but it was, like, a room and a desk and a nice bathroom, so it was fine. Amsterdam was legitimately 2 queen mattresses on the floor, no amenities, no fucking nightstands, nothing, and just this small-ass bathroom.
Don't ooze questions.
Dude, I have a picture of Fart Box taking a dump through one of the fucking...
That's hot.
what are those called? The shadow doors where you can kind of see people through it?
A window?
Yeah, no, but what's it called? It's like a certain kind of thing. It's called when a window.
Two-way glass?
No,
Two-way mirror?
not two-way. Yeah, whatever. It's like when they use it a lot in bathrooms where you can see the person but you can't see anything.
Fog glass?
Fogged glass. Yeah, it's like fogged glass bathrooms.
Tempered?
Tempered, yeah. So he's like I'm sitting on my bed just watching him take a dump, and I'm like, dude, I can see you shitting. I can see your bare ass thigh on the side, and he's like, this sucks. I was like, this room sucks.
I know that sucks, and I believe I never even thought about that. That must emote the same feeling in you as if you're just watching him shit, because it's the same excitement you get if you knew on the other side of that thing was like a girl in the shower.
Yeah.
I've seen silhouette of girl in shower plenty of times, and it's pretty hot. Even for non-vanilla Jay, seeing a silhouette of a girl taking a shower is
Pretty fucking great. But what's funny about that is it's like it's not
not
when
your
it's-
friend ripping a shit.
Oh,
though.
dude, and that's
I mean, yeah.
see what I mean? That's the picture
I
of.
don't want to see. I like the guy.
How tall is he?
He's like 6'4". He's like my size. So,
That's not a comfortable thing.
Oh no, man, that's taken from my bed. That's taken from me laying in bed and being like, "There's him shitting."
Reading?
Yeah, he's just taking a dump, reading a book. So we went to Central Station, Central Station, and met up with DJ Lewitzky and his friend Amanda at the Bulldog, which is like one of their coffee shop chains.
Oh, yeah, Bulldog.
Yeah, and we went
It's
and
like the
bought.
most popular one, I think.
We went and bought weed and fucking hung out and
Shroomalooms?
smoked. Lou, you were a little stewed up the first night I met up with you.
Yeah, when you took a picture of me, I was definitely on some truffles.
Wait, not the first night.
No, let's see. No, I was just on.
You were just when we met up the first night. You were just kind of stewed up. You were just a little hammered.
Yeah, just
And there
a
was
little
like
bit
bad
of stew.
karaoke, so everyone was drinking, and I was just smoking joints.
Wait, we got to catch up here because now I feel like we're two stories like meeting at a crux here. So you that's where you were with you were out with Fartbox.
So I meet up with Lou.
But Lou, so you meet up with Dan. But now to Lou's backstory,
Oh yeah.
you were out there for how long before you met with Dan?
I had 2 days to run around.
All in Amsterdam
Yeah, all in Amsterdam
with that girl.
with my friend Amanda. Yeah.
Awesome.
You're still saying friends, so that doesn't sound like anything.
Amanda's
great
awesome,
happened.
and if they have any sense, they'll get married.
Yeah,
It was really one of those things where you're like,
she's super sweet. I met her like once or twice.
Amanda's great.
You did.
Fun hang, perfect for Lou.
Just sucks dick like a beast.
I mean,
really goes for it.
Really
Just-
pushes back when you're blasting that
It's
ass.
pretty great. I mean, at least I'll tell Lou that. Lou doesn't know.
He goes, anyway, I go, oh God, he can hear my microphone. Anyways.
Did you get a hooker?
What?
Yeah.
Turn that
Dude.
off. Turn off the Instagram, and I'll tell you.
Let me tell you this right now, man. One of my favorite moments, Lou. Lou is such a fucking lovable person, but my favorite thing is excited Lou, where I go, Lou, are you at a coffee shop? Let's meet up. And he goes, I'm fucking flying high, baby. I had sex with a pro. And it was stuff like that.
It's not like I just made out with a hooker.
Yeah, he goes, I made out with a hooker. Meet up with us. I'm flying high, baby. And we show up, and Lou's like, ah. It
And
was
I'm
fucking
just throwing
great.
it into conversation like, oh, look how relaxed I am.
Yeah, he is. He goes,
I
I'm
just had
relaxed.
sex.
I goes, I got the relaxation of a man that just had sex. It was great.
First time with a hooker ever?
Yeah, except for a blowjob when I first got my first blowjob when I was like 17.
Oh,
I've
right.
told that.
Yeah,
You've told it on the show.
So that's really it. Oh, so that's I mean, that's if you're gonna go with a pro for the first time. Really, that's a good way to play it. The red light district.
So you went down to the red light district. By the way, we walked around, and you've been there and walked around
a couple times.
There's
Yeah.
fucking. I mean, there were about 3 girls where I was like,
Oh no, there's some beautiful, but it's like they get health benefits and shit.
yeah, but there was a moment where there was 2 girls specifically. Fartbox said this. Fartbox goes, if we were staying in a hotel down by here,
I'd kill these girls.
I would drag them in the river. I go, what did you say? He goes, I drag them in the river. You
I'd
can't,
take them in the canal. I would fuck and murder them.
I go, Fartbox, you can't do that. He goes, have you ever watched the life drain out of a woman's eye?
He goes, you think I can't? Why don't you watch me do it?
He goes, I'll be their God.
If you and he goes, that'd be crazy if you told the police since I'm wearing your gloves.
He goes, oh, weird. If your hoodie had a hooker's blood on it. I go, you wouldn't.
Fart box.
He goes, wouldn't I? Do you remember Jenny Graber back in high school? You shouldn't have done that.
Fujak.
No, fart box.
I listen.
And he goes, and now you're going to listen. I'm going to kill these whores. And I'm going to put it on you and your friend DJ Lou over there.
What's that? Oh, are you getting nervous farts, Dan?
What childhood?
I go, you do know the drops.
Yeah!
Fart box. So we met up and Lou had so you went down to the red light district.
In broad daylight.
Dude,
That's weird.
No, it's not. He got lunch shift. He got a girl that put her sandwich back into a fucking tin can. She had wax paper. She goes, hold on real quick.
She negotiated the price. Yeah, she goes, all right. She goes, I'm offering a like a 2 p.m. special. What do you call it? 1400.
She goes, hey lover,
I'm offering a 1400 special.
She goes, lover, could you go to the corner store, get me a Fanta, and then I'll fuck you good? Thank you. What did we dub? You dubbed her name Alice.
No, well, she told me her name was Alice.
But do you want to tell the story? So you go to the red light district.
So
what time of day was this?
I'd say it's about
Let me
3
tell you
p.m.
something, gringo. I got a pussy you can hide Anne Frank in.
She goes, Wanga Georgia, would you like a stroop? She goes, my pussy juice tastes like stroopwafel. You can suck on it like a maple syrup. Do you want to fuck me, big boy? Maybe you put my pussy in your mouth like a stroopwafel.
Oh, you came from Bulldog. I've given lots of hand jobs in that place.
Yeah, she goes, I used to, the girl that charges to pee? That was my idea, but they pee in my mouth. I don't know why I'm making German.
Kiss me.
Kiss me right now, you sexy bitch.
Ooh.
So what time of day were you walking around?
So it's like 3:30 in the afternoon, and we're sitting right across the street, drinking outside. And my friend Amanda goes, "You're not really going to do that, right? That was just a joke."
Oh, that was deflating, I bet, when you first heard that.
Yeah, well, because I'm like, fuck you, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Well, didn't you sort of feel like you were hoping, I know I would hope in that situation, that she's going, even though she's a friend, you'd be like, maybe we can get her involved and do something a little weird together. And now only is she not going no. She's not even doing the good wing girl of no, of course, go. Go. What are you crazy? She's doing are you really going to do that?
She's
Judgment?
judging me. Yeah, she's not like you, Dan. Jay, she is a bad wingman. You're a great one.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
So you tell her, fuck off, I'm going to do it.
I said, I'm going to have 3 Heinekens and then get enough courage, and I'm going to go to that hot girl that we just passed, and I'm going to do it. It's like $50, and I got to do it. It's legal, and it's been a long drought. I got to get this done.
Yeah. Shoot out that wax. Clear the pipes.
So I go in there, and there was a super hot one, like the hottest girl I've ever seen. She was Spanish.
Did you come in with just a hairball with toilet paper crumples in it and stuff
Yeah.
It's just he actually coughed out like a clogged drain.
She goes, is this a receipt? How do you have a crumpled up receipt in your
You
urethra?
can keep the change, honey.
Yeah. So 3:30, you have a couple Heinekens, you go for the smoking hot one that you just saw.
But somebody takes the Spanish girl, so I take the next best thing, her friend, because I don't want to be left out waiting in line for guys to go with all the jizz in the room.
Mm-hmm.
I had a similar thing, dude. When I went out there the first time, I just ran into because I was with other comics.
Yeah.
And they saw 2 they liked very quickly.
Yeah.
And one was like, oh, I'm going with her. And he goes, oh, dude, look at this one. I'm going with her. And then I was standing out there, and I was like, if I'm going to do it at all, I got to do it now, because these guys do not seem to be showing a real sense, by the way, of good guys, by the way. Marshall Brandon and Tony Roberts, very funny comics, great guys. But they both, I was young and very oh my God, I'm in another country. This is crazy. I don't know who, anybody, I don't know how to, this is before really cell phones were international at all. I didn't have a cell phone out there at all. It was calling cards and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was just very I wanted to fuck a hooker in Amsterdam. Yeah. But I didn't want them to go out, because they would have come out and just left. Mm-hmm. They would have finished with their girls and just started walking away. And I don't know where I'm at. We took some sort of a tram car somewhere.
Yeah.
So I just went in with the first chick, and it was just this awful, awful, bald-headed black woman who was just weird as shit. And she went in my pockets and took all the change. She goes, can I keep your change? It was very weird. She wanted to keep my change. It was very odd, because the change there, by the way, is $5. I probably gave her $700 in change.
Yeah. There was a weird moment where one of my last days in Amsterdam, I was like, I have all my change in my back pocket. I'm like, I have fucking 16 euros back here.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck?
It's crazy, yeah.
And I thought maybe in American change it would have been fucking 75 cents.
But I didn't go back, and I that was a bummer experience, because we walked by so many beautiful ones, and those guys just went in so fast. And if I felt any sense of these guys will wait for me when they come out, let me go shop around. I was just I went in the next door, whatever it was. And
For me, it was walking by and being like, I think Fartbox was right. If we would have stayed down there, I probably would have had like a second consideration because there was one girl where I was like, that girl was stunning, and she had like glasses on, and she had her hair like in braids and like a short T-shirt and her butt in a thong, and I was like, oh boy! And I walked by and she was still there, and I was like, yeah, I got €100 in my pocket. Did I fucking do this? And then we walked and met up with you and Amanda, and I was like, maybe on the walk back. And by the time we got to the walk back, we're like, it was too late.
You just paid Lou to fuck.
Yeah. I just had Lou and Fartbox devil's threesome me. Run a train on me.
Hey, you guys want Eiffel Tower this baby? We are in the Europe.
Yeah, stuff my holes. It's not gay over here.
Oh, wee boys, right? Wrong country, I know, but, plug it up.
I'm a sailor. Get it. Kink. So you go and you pick the next best thing, her friend.
Which she's like stripper hot. She's easily...
So Jacob would fall in love with her and want to throw his whole life away for her.
Yeah, I would too. And so I give her $50. I tip her 10 before I even get on the doctor
Pussy?
paper. The doctor paper. You know, the paper.
Yeah, dude. Because have you seen their beds? So their beds, they put out the doctor sheet. Like the fucking
It's a roll of doctor paper.
Yeah.
So your back sweat doesn't transfer.
Yeah, she goes, okay, let me just. There's got to be not a worse feeling than after you come, just her ripping the paper, like for the next patient, and then down.
I couldn't imagine fucking a prostitute. I'm not saying that like mean or shitty or aggressive. I couldn't imagine getting any more intimate than simply maybe one leg of my pants comes off. But definitely no shirts coming off.
Oh, yeah. Well, what? I'd go buck naked. I'd set up a picture of my family.
Now I'm only getting a picture, though, that fucking Lou's standing there like fucking E.T.
Yeah.
In a doorway. He's like, are you ready for your American treat?
He goes, here comes some patriotism. He goes, you ready to take in some Uncle Sam?
Actually, I took everything off except for my socks and my underwears.
These colors are about to run all up in you.
So you did doctor's appointment where they go down to your underwear and your socks, and the doctor will be right in.
It's so intimidating, yeah.
So what did she just walk in and she's like, here's how it goes. I fuck you?
No, well, I learned from somebody else who works here, who's been there, that you got to say the price and you want to suck and fuck, because if you don't say that, she'll just suck you and throw you out.
So, and they suck you with a condom on.
Yeah, there's really not a lot of touching. You can touch them, but they don't really touch you a lot.
Pass.
So, yeah, but I mean...
I think it probably depends which ones you go to.
So then all right, so she's blowing me with the condom on, and then...
Lou.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. But the doctor paper makes a lot of noise. Like
Crinkling.
It's all crinkling. Were you crinkling the whole time?
Every time you moved to get...
I assume nonstop.
Do they put music on to drown out the crinkling?
Just in my head.
It's so That's like the paper they put inside cargo shorts pockets when you first buy them
so
to keep
funny.
them puffed up.
Yeah. He's getting blown and he's just trying to out-sing the crinkling, so he's going...
Sounds like you're just trying to lace up. You're trying to lace up a new pair of Nikes. You're pulling all that stuff out of the suit.
You go, yeah, it looks like you're digging through a package you just got in the mail. You go, what's in here? Oh, candy.
The girls are just in the windows.
Yeah, that's how it is.
And you pick them at, like, you can be like, I want that one.
I told Lou.
Well, I mean,
Like
you
a
don't have to.
dog?
You're not telling an adult like you're picking ice cream flavors.
Yeah.
I want that one.
And that one.
You just go to their window.
I told Lou when we were stoned that night, I felt like I was at an adoption shelter and all the dogs kept barking at me when you walk by their cage because they go, hi, and you go, I want to save all of you. I can't. Because when they see you,
They do, yeah.
When you
If
make eye
they like
contact
you
with
at all,
you,
yeah.
they go, hi, and they're like, hey. If you're walking by, they'll be like, hey, and you're like,
You're like, you're not real.
but you do. You have this weird thing where you're like, I want to help you, but I can't. I'm in your friend for a drink.
Get me out of this glass prison.
Oh, Dan, be a good guy. How do you know my name?
So you didn't do it.
Crazy.
No, the one night we went down there, I was tempted by that one girl, and I walked back and she was gone. And Lou's right, that feeling of like, well, I won't be the next guy. Yeah, you don't want to be that guy.
Sure. No. Oh yeah. I would. The hottest girl. I wouldn't walk in the door after watching another strange guy walk.
What's so funny is he walks out. I go, are you gonna clean up? And then when are you gonna reset the table? And they go, 20 minutes.
She's like, I'm going to rinse it out. Like, Let me watch.
Yeah. How about $5 to watch me? Can I watch you clean the pool?
Let me watch you rinse out. I got a skimmer in the van. If
You're going to watch you clean. Are you going to douche? Oh, that's pretty sick. Just ripping a joint on the doorway going, mind if I watch you douche from here for like $5?
what did she do for you, Lou, for $50?
She gave me a blowjob with the condom on, but then you only get 15 minutes. And at like, I'd say 7 minutes, she goes, give me another 50 and I'll make sure you come.
There you go.
So she shook me down, and what else are you going to do? So I gave her another 50, and then
I'll make sure you come? Like,
yeah, because
you can make sure I come in 15 minutes for $50.
No, but I kind of like that.
Time runs out, they throw you out.
I kind of like that seal of guarantee. And she goes, and by the way, sugar, you give me another 50, guaranteed splat on my rack.
Feel a real connection here.
But that's sort of always the thing, too. You go in for the massage, it's $40 for the massage. It's somehow $60 for...
So do all the hookers let you come inside them in the condoms?
Oh, look who's playing
is that
dumb
how you
now.
Finish?
So is that what happens? There's money and then a guy comes?
Some money for sex? That sounds odd.
So they have sex with you and then they ejaculate and there's a money transfer?
No, I'm saying they come inside them in the condom every time. Like that's how it finishes. Like
Well,
that's how hooker
let's-
sex finishes.
I don't
Let's
know the
find
answer to
out.
that.
I sure did.
Inside of her.
Yeah, in the condom.
Because I'm like, they probably
Yeah,
don't want to let you
dude.
pull out on them, but it just seems so unsafe to let. I don't know.
I'll tell you this, man. I don't know if I have pull-out game. Like, I think I'd have to pull out as I was coming, even in a condom and a hooker, for some reason. Because I'm like, dude, if just perchance I bust through that like a high school homecoming team.
Here come the tornadoes. They're looking forward to playing North in the homecoming game. Dan Soder just got an Amsterdam hooker pregnant.
I guess the thing about being legal, though, all the girls are probably like on birth control and cared for.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
It's very antiseptic.
Lou,
So
you
you-
lie down on butcher block paper. She gets up and starts blowing you on the as you're lying on the paper.
Yes. She also
and then
makes-
she gets on top.
So wait, do they put
She
the
also
condom
hand
on?
sanitized Lou's mouth, and then
Why? Because I tried to kiss her?
you tried to. Wait,
Lou's
this
trying
is
to kiss the hooker?
Lou's a sexual dude.
Yeah, you did.
I would have if she would have let me.
Yeah.
Did you kiss her, Lou?
You tried.
No, I did try. I did
Did
not.
she just ride you until you came?
She rode me, but she didn't like being on top. She wanted me to. She made me do her doggy.
Yeah, hell
She forced it.
Wait, so do you get like, do you fluff yourself and then put the condom on?
No,
That's a
she
good
does.
question. She has a handy.
She does all that, and you're naked on the doctor's bed, so you're fucking nervous.
Jacob's
And
favorite part.
I was gonna run out of the room. I'm like, dude, I can't do this.
So she'll get you hard with her hand, but she won't touch you with her mouth.
She
And-
goes,
No,
I
she
have
does
to
with
call
the-
you back. I have a side of Lou I have to slaughter.
Okay, these pros can get men hard in condoms.
Yeah, they really can. I'm telling you. They're like
rocks you off.
MacGyver.
I'm sure it's an issue oftentimes.
Yeah, it sounds like a nightmare.
Oh my God, especially some of these guys that I saw. You just see these guys that are just fucking hammered and there's like, hey, like yelling, and you're like, man, this girl, and
Like,
you
that
know,
guy's going to fuck for 12 hours
yeah,
straight.
he's like, ugh,
That's why
you're gonna make me come? Oh, I got super whiskey dick.
I'd love to see the origin. We should look it up on the break. We should see the origin of the time limit things. I don't recall again, it's been years and years. since I've been
Yeah,
there.
it was
I
1998.
don't recall there being like a 15-minute time limit, but I bet that has to do with guys who just, it's such like a touristy, let's get hammered and fuck a hooker place.
Yeah.
That these girls are probably getting worn out with these whiskey dick dudes who are just slugging it in there for 40 minutes and they're going like, please, you have to
dude.
come, everything hurts.
Yeah, they're fucking like a Rocky boxing match. There's just no defense. It's all haymakers. They're just like,
Just getting pounded for 45 minutes with a soft dick sounds like the worst experience
That
of
she's-
all time.
She sounds like your last Wednesday. Come on, everyone. We have fun here at the bonfire.
ah, dude, she starts doing the clubber. She starts quoting Rocky 3. She goes, come on, you ain't so bad. You ain't so bad. My mother hits harder than you.
He goes, what's Christine doing? He goes, she's getting fucked. Like,
No.
she's getting mad.
She's getting mad. Come on. Come on. You ain't so bad. I wonder if there's ever a guy that dicks down a hooker and she's like, this is great. Like,
There's
I wonder.
gotta
Yes.
be.
There's got to be a guy where like
Yes.
a guy fucks
Yeah.
and a hooker's like,
Yes.
this is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yes.
Like I've been waiting for this all day.
Yes.
You think so?
No, right next to me, I watched it happen with a friend. Yeah.
What, a dude just bang out a hooker and the hooker's like, wowie wow.
It was
Morning, Julia.
It was,
Let's go full
it was
throttle.
twin sister prostitutes.
Okay.
We were like 21.
Okay.
And yeah, when it was my situation went haywire, somehow I got the ugly twin. If that's possible. The
And this is
other,
in Amsterdam.
No.
Okay.
This is in
Jersey.
No, it's not in Jersey. It was in Buffalo, New York's where it happened, actually.
Okay.
Or no, like Niagara Falls area.
All right.
But yeah, when the other guy was finished, she was like, phew, she's like, I needed that. She's like, here's my actual home number. Next time you come to town, you just give me a call directly. I'm like,
You fucking. Can you say who it was?
no. But the other one,
I want to know who fucked
the other one
straight.
Meanwhile, that's
She
what
goes, I'm giving up the life. That dick just made me see Jesus.
that's what his chick is doing. He goes, my chick's literally like trying to like lighter sterilize her own pussy. She's burning with a hot lighter.
Oh God, that hit some lip.
Oh, jeez.
She goes, but I'm pretty sure it kills all the bacteria.
She's just lighter. She's running a wood match over her labia majoris.
She goes, the other one goes, legitimately, I had a dream about you, but you came to me as like more of a whale, not a human being, but you fucking crazy.
It was insane. I'll tell you off the air, though.
Okay.
So they like put the condom on your soft dick and then just like work the base until you harden up into the condom.
Christine, are you asking the question or are you telling us?
I'm asking.
She goes, so I don't understand. So he's like, you really get like, and look, I mean, I can get a tongue pretty far around the dick. So
do you smack it around? What do? They spit and then jerk? Is it a spit jerk?
Little like,
I tell you guys about my side hustle.
She goes, you get a little hot potato? A little hot potato hand job?
how about, and be honest, am I going out of hand here? Little ball bag nibbles?
She goes, little kiss, little look at my little penis mustache.
Are there condoms? Are there like ball condoms at all for hookers?
Ball condoms? She goes, let's put a mud splatter on this.
Yeah, it's a shower cap.
Yeah, she goes,
it's a shower cap for a cartoon turtle.
We call that a Dutch a Dutch diaper. We put it right on.
As he goes, I'm wondering what this little tiny shower cap thing is in my hotel room. It's for your ball bags, ball condoms.
Oh, you stupid American. This is how you cover up your ball condom when you bang one of our hookers.
Let's take our second break and come back. We're going to get the conclusion.
Yeah, I want to hear about it.
I'm going to find out what happened. Did Lou do the porn move where he made her take the condom off and then like run her fingers on either side of it so she can put the batch on her belly?
Oh, do it me like a Mr. Icy.
Did she bask in it or did she remove it like it was biohazard with tongs?
She put on one of those radiation suits with the thing and then just put it in a trash can.
Can I have one thing before you do go? Luke, did she change the paper while you're in the room or does she at least wait? Like
It's already changed. She was in the window.
No, after you're done, does she just tear the paper off, like puts a fresh layer?
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Did you feel bad that in order to see Pearl Jam, Dan and his friend were sleeping in worse conditions than the room you fucked that hooker in?
Straight up. Legit. I've never been more envious walking through the red light district. I went, I wonder how much these rooms are.
Lou's like, hey, sweetie, how much for the night? And you just like, I'll let you tell some stupid stories.
Yeah, and I go, cool.
I felt bad for everybody involved.
Let's take our second break? Yeah. And then I want to hear more about the Pearl Jam show. I heard there's some great stewed Lou. And
there was some great fucking Stone Soder, some fucking Drug Dan.
I love
Drug
it.
Dan going fucking
Hardcore. Love it. We'll be right back, everybody. You're listening to The Bonfire.
And now, back to the bonfire with Big Jay Oakerson and Dan
I gotta say, I apologize, Jacob. I jumped on you a little bit there off.
No, you
off
did
the
exactly
air.
what you should have done. Let me stand in for you. Jacob forgets that we're broadcasting and that we need material, so sometimes you just ask questions where you go, that's an on-air question.
What's wrong with you? Why would you ask?
Because Jacob's so fascinated. First off, his hypochondriac ass can't get over the fact that there's Dr. Paper in this, which kind of it makes sense to you, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. You think he's judging it. I think Jacob's thinking about
He's like
getting
getting
a
comfortable.
thing
Yeah.
that you could pull paper down
He goes,
over his house.
I didn't think whores were sensible.
That is one smart slut.
I think these whores are learning, evolving.
They're beginning to feel.
I think the whores can open doors.
I'm starting to think this hoe is more human than human.
Yeah. So, back, obviously, catching up with Lou Witzke's horror story in Amsterdam, which, again, perfectly legal, perfectly normal. To quote old Adam
You're a normal
Caroll.
man. You
Thank
need to get things out of your body.
To quote old Adam Caroll on Loveline, perfectly normal, perfectly healthy.
Good times.
You got a hooker.
Window.
And she had big boobs.
She was in the window with big boobs.
She had big boobs.
Oh, Gerald Foose would love the red light district. He goes, I just get to watch them.
I didn't have to hide. I could stand on my own 2 feet looking at boobs.
What's his wife's name with the huge cans?
I want to say
I
Terry.
just like Gerald White.
I want to say Terry, but it's my mom's name. What the hell was her
My
name?
go-to is nice lady.
That's
No,
good.
that
That's
is
a good
good.
way to put it.
Not gonna lie, that is a good one. So you are naked in a condom,
Except for socks and boxers, which I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
giving her a real union fuck.
I'd be Lou, I'd be socks, if I had to strip down to some degree, it'd be socks, boxers, tank top.
Can I tell you what?
You went shirtless.
I tell you-
I'm already impressed with you.
Can I tell you what kind of naughty boy I would be? Just socks.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. I just
Yeah.
come in and have my pud hanging over.
I'd
the
be
side.
butt naked. But I would have duct taped my wallet chain to my hip.
Oh, nice. So it looks like it was attached to your body.
It's part of me now.
It's completely fused to me.
Ever since the mushroom cloud.
Actually, I did have my boxers on one leg, still dangling off, just in case something happened. And I need
Dude,
to
I get it.
rush
That's
and
nice.
pull them up and run out of the
Right.
place.
That's of course you do. Did you have the Mets hat on?
Listen,
I was a different person over there. I took it off.
let me tell you something. If I fucked this chick, the bottom of my dick would have been rip and zipper because I would have. I'm telling you, if I could, I would have not even.
You go through the hole. It reminds me of that Chappelle Show sketch where they do wife swap, and he goes, "Do you mind if I keep my pajama pants on? I kind of like just put it through the slit."
I've definitely in my life been very timid with any kind of like paid sexual thing. I'm very timid about it. I'm definitely not shitty in any way or even aggressive, even in that situation where you're paying for it. However, I don't assume, nor would I want her to pretend to want to make love with me. Do you know what I mean?
It's just us right
So
now.
that's almost my point. I say I almost pay her and as politely as possible be like, all right, here's my wiener.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, man, she's sucking my weenus, everyone.
Oh,
she's
you're
sucking my
doing-
weenus.
She's doing it. I'd be like this. This is just us escaping life, making love in a bar's dream.
And a bar's dream.
Oh, when you wear that wax paper on your bed and I don't take my boxes off in a bar's dream.
My friend's gonna stop judging me and realize she wants to be part of this wacky threesome and notices that no one's licking my balls while there's prostitutes sitting on my dick in a bar's dream.
Oh, when the girl you want gets taken, so you go with her, Steve Young, and then you walk in and realize it's more medicinal than sexual in a bar's dream.
Walking down the road trying to explain why you got deli paper on your back in a bar's dream.
Paying for pussy with nickels like you're at an arcade in a bar's dream.
Getting treated like a rack of ribs in a giant medieval turkey leg at a barbecue place in Austin, Texas at a bar's dream. I'll have a Lou and a side of lobster mac and cheese at a bar's dream.
Busting a load in the same pussy a Croatian did just 20 minutes ago on new wax paper in a bar's dream.
I'm getting served up to this hooker pussy like a half a pound of boar's head ham at a bar's dream.
Checking me if my reflexes are good with my legs hanging off the table like I'm at a physical bar's dream.
I thought it was a hooker, then she took my temperature and weighed me and took my blood pressure. Turns out she was just triaging a ball stream.
She's a pediatric nurse in a ball stream. So you,
Turns out she was pretty confused while I was standing in my boxers and my socks in a ball stream.
can't read the signs and was in a different part of town in a bar stream.
Turns out the green light district is a whole different place in a ball stream.
Turns out greens means medicine in a bar stream.
I thought the green light district was the same as the red light district, except the whores believed in using clean energy in a ball stream.
So you have your dick hard in a condom and your socks on, and she's
Finally,
riding.
from all that, as Christine describes, base work.
Dude, I love that Christine came in seriously like a cock contractor.
So whoa.
She goes,
What are
"Hold
they
on."
doing out there? They snapping chalk lines or what's up?
So you walk in there and you look at the base. You looking at base first, because honestly, if that thing ain't done right, that whole thing tumbles on top.
I
of
got Mike the Rookie knows how to do that.
And she goes, I got a
I'm
guy.
2 phone calls from him.
I got a guy outside of Bayonne that'll come in here. And first things first, you want to make sure the cock stays hard. Okay? Cock goes all willy-nilly and goofy. You basically got a bag of Play-Doh inside your pussy. Now you're dealing with a real situation.
Hey, Play-Doh box.
Yeah. Now I got a little gummy worm inside me.
Lighting to plumbing, doors, windows.
I tell you how much I've missed this show, and I'm not exaggerating. I just showed many people that video. Also,
full trial.
I mean, I had a moment with some great Bonfire fans in Orlando, by the way. Last week,
Orlando!
and Tampa, both cities. Cave Ozzy came out.
Yeah, hell yeah. I love Cave
in
Ozzy.
Tampa. He's so great. I love him. And in Orlando, we had Case Reynolds. You know Case Reynolds online? You see that name?
Yeah.
Mike Reynolds. He came out, a couple of friends of his. And it was a good time, man. We really liked those. But those guys love the references, too. So we're sitting on, I'm bringing up YouTube because I'm getting I'm like, I want to see it now. And we're watching, because someone in the group will be like, you don't know the Good Morning Julia?
Good Morning, Julia.
You don't know the Good Morning Julia video? And then one guy just has to go, no, I never saw that. And everyone goes, oh, come on. And and I'd bring up on my phone and we'd watch it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I did everything.
Jacob will not stop quizzing me.
I
have
Check out
1,000 questions.
Well, I know he does.
Fucking
I
let
want to
him
hear
launch.
him.
Yeah, go, dude.
Well,
Go, Scarnet.
there's two things
That's
I
your
want
nickname.
to. Two off the bat. So your friend Amanda,
Do you have her number?
what does she do? Does she say, "All right, I guess I'll just wait here at the bar for you"? And then what's the reunion like afterward? And if I may,
I'll tell you.
what is the personality of the hooker? Is
She said, Lou, you look 2 teaspoons lighter.
She goes, someone's walking. She goes, someone's walking on sunshine. She goes, yeah, you got a little mud out of your system, huh?
Oh, my hey, Twinkle Toes.
She goes,
Did you dance your way to that place or just back?
she goes, well, look at this snake without his venom. She goes, probably won't be hissing at me, will ya? She goes, take a rattler off a rattler. He ain't nothing but a garden snake.
Just a big old scary garden snake's all.
That's all you are. By the way, I know exactly what Amanda said to him because Amanda told me what she said to him. She said, she walked back and I went, Lou, you're so red.
Yes.
That's exactly what she said.
You walked back and she said, you're so red?
Well, I was red from embarrassment because I was walking down
Of
the
course.
street. Because as soon as I walk out of the place,
It's daylight.
and it's daylight, and real girls, real beautiful girls walking down the street are looking at me, so my face gets even red because it's already red from the lack of cum left
This is
over.
why you go at night, first of all. And also, by the way, everything you're describing, and this is for the women out there, again, that can never be stressed enough through comedy and movies and everything. Lou is walking out of that door thinking very differently about many topics in the world than he
history.
was walking in.
Yeah.
So I'm saying,
It's-
let
you
alone
walk- you walk in-
most paramount to the idea of like, I'm sorry, you're going to say walking in, you the feeling.
No, but I'm
of-
saying you're just incensed. It goes back to your bit that you used to have about full balls,
Right,
empty
yeah.
balls. He's like, you walk in with full balls, and you're like, I'm gonna fuck all night, I'm gonna come like a geyser, and all I want to do, I'll rip through a dude to get through her.
This chick actually probably thinks, I'm probably pretty hot for what she normally
He
has
goes,
coming in here. I'll fucking
fucking,
shit.
you might want to probably fucking schedule some hip surgery because I'm about to blow the shit out. And then you come and you leave and you're like, I'm just a scared little boy and I'm sad and I want a blanket and I want to be held.
Hey, what do you call magnums in this country?
Yeah.
Magnums?
Magnums?
Yeah, those.
She goes, oh, you really? And you go, yeah. Why don't we get some oils involved and stuff? And then you come and you go, oh, I want sweatpants and Nintendo.
There was 3 pumps of Lou's dick that his thought process changed at one point from him going like, I wonder if she'll hang out later for real, for free. Yes. And then when it's over,
you go.
When it's over, you're like, I gotta get out of here. And then you go outside and you're like, I'm the piece of shit I'm supposed to be laughing at.
Yeah.
I've been there a million times.
Yeah.
You're like, look at me, look at me, the guy that I laugh at. Look who's that asshole right now.
Seedy Lou.
What's wrong with you son of a bitch?
So you walk back red to the bar and Amanda's there.
Yeah, red because I just came and also from embarrassment. And she's just like, I can't believe you did that. And I told her about it and she started laughing hysterically. So she's eventually cool with it.
By the way, she was cracking jokes. By the time Fartbox and I got there at night, she was laughing and joking around about it. She goes, oh, Lou fell in love. And then Lou, so let's.
Wait, Lou, she just waited outside for you.
It didn't take long.
What was the hooker's personality like? Was she very?
Oh, Unit? She
well, she grew up out in windmill country. So
Was she mean?
Well, she is
was
the
she
heir
cold?
to the heir to a cuckoo clock factory.
Yeah, they said her bloodline comes from a combative tribe. So she was aggressive, and also
she was very nice to me, Jacob. It was very mechanical, but she was.
So you said
sweet.
you said that she never touched you.
Yeah, but without the condom did all the work. I mean, she used it to touch everything. I could touch her, and yeah, I didn't really feel her vagina with my.
With your hands.
How about your hands?
With my porking. No.
How about her butthole with your hands?
No, I'm not that kind of boy.
Butt
grab her
cheeks?
boobs?
Yeah. You grab her boobs and her butt while she's blowing you, but then she takes over.
That's weird. It's like, I feel like it's too clinical now.
Yeah.
She goes, yeah, that's
Not
good.
sexy like it should be, Jack.
Yeah, I want to make it. Is it sexy, Jack? Do you want me to do it again? I can do it again.
It is not a sexy event, I'd say, overall. It's not the way you look at it.
At one point, I felt bad for me and her, but then when I finally jizzed, when I came banging her doggy style, she goes, "Welcome to Amsterdam."
Great signing off
That's
line.
really fucking funny.
Great mic drop.
I mean, and you give her, if you like fucking, and then you give her a penny and she swallows it and then queefs out like it's pressed with like.
She goes, and the date's on there. She goes, the actual date.
Yeah.
This is June 12th, 2018. Yeah? My pussy made the coin for you. And she goes, funny thing, I was stolen as a child and they put the machinery in me. So when you come, it's actually like your quarter. And then I take it and I print the euro outside of my pussy.
Queef.
Oh, and then actually, when I walked by at the end, when I walked past, Amanda wanted to see. My friend wanted to see what she looked like. Who did you pork?
Well, what's her name? What's the name you gave her?
Her name is Alice.
Her name is
The
Alice.
name she gave me. But then when I walked past, after with my red face, I walked on by and she didn't even recognize me and didn't wave at me in the window.
You waved at her and she
And
didn't
I'll tell
wave
you,
back?
I did one of those twinkly things like, hey, yes, like move my fingers like this, hey, and she didn't even acknowledge my existence.
Can I tell you
Fucking
this?
bitch?
When I showed up at night, Lou was still banged up about it. He was like, and then she looked at me like she didn't even fucking know me.
This meant nothing to you.
And I'll tell you this, it was the most heartwarming thing Lou's ever said to me because I was like, oh, Lou, I love you. And he was like, no, it's like walk by and Alice just acts like she doesn't even know me. I'm like, she's a whore.
You're like,
your
Lou,
mouth.
you meant nothing to her.
Dude, rest of the trip, he would just go like this. He'd go, I don't know, you guys want to circle back, see what Alice is doing?
I gave her $40 extra because she said her nana needed reading glasses. You think that was a lie too?
He goes, I don't know.
This whole thing bullshit.
She's going through some medical stuff. I gave her my email, my credit card info. Told her to take care of it. Told her I'd always take care of her.
I dropped her off at some guy named Brad's house. He seemed like he was more her age and made more sense. Was she young, old?
I was thinking about that today. She must have been about 25.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fake titties?
No, they were real, but she has a lot of miles on her. She's a local girl. She's Dutch.
She had a lot of miles on her.
I mean, like she was like more like a stripper in The Sopranos.
What's interesting, man, is those
Did it look like her pussy had like carpet burn, like those things, where it's like almost like red patches on it?
Or did it look like a jumping Betty went off inside of it and blew the lips out?
I never actually saw it.
You go, oh no, did you catch a landmine under your puss?
Actually, I never saw it. I don't know how I didn't see it.
You didn't see her pussy at all?
Did not see it.
Well, guess what? It was her butthole and it was a guy.
Oh, wait,
She goes, welcome.
Look down, Lou. Look down.
He goes, welcome to Amsterdam. You just got windmilled. That's when you go in thinking you are with a woman, but you are really with a man.
That's called when you get the wooden shoe, y'all.
Oh, you got clogged.
Wait, so you're not allowed to touch her freely,
Oh
but there's
my
a
God,
window.
Christine, just take the application. You don't have to go to the interview.
No, I'm asking. There's like,
Hiring. Hiring. She goes, hypothetically, what's the brakes like?
She goes, how much spit do you think you'd have to conjure up to really get one of these guys off in 15 minutes?
She goes, what do they work? 12 hours? 6-hour shifts? Yeah. She goes, is it like Uber? You clock on when you want to go in?
He goes, I already have general, but do you get vision insurance with this, or vision and mental health? Oh, all right, that's not so bad.
there's just like a window during the blowjob that you're allowed to touch her tits and her boobs, and after that, it's hands off.
No, it's not really hands off. No, I can always touch her, but she can't. She doesn't really touch me at all.
Okay.
Here's the good news, Lou. If you ever decide to pay Christine to fuck her, she's blank slate. You can tell her, no, $100. They let you fuck your butt like 3 times.
Okay.
No, that's how they do it in Amsterdam, Christine. I'm telling you, 3 nuts for $100.
I got this whore you could bargain with.
You want to be the lady of the night?
Yeah.
So if it's raw base work, right?
She goes, where do I raw it up to? Halfway? Where's the no raw zone? Where's the bag zone?
Is it weird? Is it breaking rules if I touch my tongue to the bottom vein? You know, the main feeder?
She goes, what if I'm trying to put some warmth on that fucking tube?
What if I just kind of nip at the tube, you know?
She goes like a dog getting at a mailman's heels.
Yeah. I've been doing a lot of reading lately. If I focus mainly on the vas deferens, you think the cum will come quicker?
She goes, if I snap the dick back into the belly, you think it adds more blood to the head inside the condom?
Lucifer, just one more question. Fucking Columbo of prostitution over here.
One more question. There's
Um,
one more thing. You say when the hooker was fucking you that you were forced into doggy style. Now, can the hooker force things onto you? Because it sounds like a little thing.
Whore Columbo?
One more question.
One more question.
You said when you came it was inside of her.
Did she just fish out the condom?
Did you, yeah, Lou, I was going to say, did you, were you badass? After
Did you go water balloon?
After you were done, did you fucking, did you fucking do the thing where you flick the condom across the room?
You go, hey, Ace. Hazmat suit.
No, I didn't have to play fun.
T-shirt gun.
You go, oh, food fight.
Hey, double dare.
Yeah, think fast.
He goes, see if you can find the flag in it.
Yeah, he balls it up. He goes, snowball fight.
And she goes, no. And he goes, nah, I rolled it up. It comes all inside. I'll see you later, honey.
She goes, no, you left it in. It leaked all over my floor. She gets a standardized industrial mop.
Did I want the video of Lou? It's like a Spike Lee movie where it's like he's moving down the street as soon as he walks out of the prostitute store. Mm-hmm. But you could tell he's not walking. It's like he's on a dolly of some way moving. And the world's going by and every girl's going by him going like, ew, what did he just do? And it's just Lou having that feeling of just like, oh, because your dick's still sort of sticky, right?
Yeah.
You don't get a real good cleanup, right?
No, Alice was pretty on top of the game. She was good.
She seems like
A
it.
hot towel.
Yeah, it's gonna be something like that, right? It's like a hot towel, and then she use like an all-purpose cleaner on the shaft and shit.
She does it the way that they clean off fucking street meat grills. She sprays it. She sprays it like a cheesesteak grill.
Like a cheesesteak grill's great. Get a nice wire grill brush in there.
She goes, ready for the next one? It's me. I'm like, high five. Get in there.
Let's take our last break. Shit, man, this day is flying by, and we'll come back and
we got a present from Keith.
Hell yeah, we'll take
Who
a
made
look
the
at
Sons
it.
of Gary.
We'll wrap up our first day back together again, everybody. Right here. What's our show called?
It's called The Bonfire.
Okay.
And now, back to the bonfire with Big Jay Oakerson and Dan Soder.
I'm Dan Soder. That's Big Jay Oakerson. And our DJ Lewitzki, when he was stewing out in Amsterdam, repeatedly would go, "You ever see Pearl Jam live?" He'd just say it out of nowhere. We'd be walking down the street and he'd just go, he'd be smoking a cigarette and go, "You ever see Pearl Jam live?" It just fucking made me laugh. God damn, it made me laugh. Real quick, I want a special shout out to Jackie Miller. Thank you so much. Check the Bonfire at the Bonfire SXM on Twitter and Instagram. Black Lou Insta-storying it, but she made a shirt to say Christine go up, Christine hit play, Christine scroll down, Christine pause it, which are great shirts. But then she did the popular, like naming all the people like they do in certain groups.
Yeah.
She calls
has one.
Yeah, she calls the Sal Volcano shirts.
Yeah.
But there's one. It says Big J and Dan and Christine and Lou and Black Lou and Jacob, which is fucking awesome. The card she made us, I want this as a shirt because it's fucking awesome. It says Wawa and Airwolf and Stepdad Rock and Feld Dog and Maggie and Lariat and Robot Kaz and Push and Denim and Fingerless Gloves and Danny Sodes and Crackle Crackle. It's fucking awesome. So thank you very much, Jackie Miller.
Awesome.
And another camper and friend, Keith Carmelo.
Oh, wait, before that, even though, because I think that's like the big thing, right? But,
you want to do that at the end?
But no, I'm just saying that Heather Esquire, who we had on the phone, we did not properly thank. I feel for she sent she sent these T-shirts. Heather Esquire, we had her on the phone.
Thank you, Heather Esquire.
And we bought her right off, and she wrote really nice notes on all of them. She got me an Arby's shirt. It says I googled my symptoms. Turns out I just needed some Arby's, and that's a diagnosis I would take. I don't know how I could possibly wear this anywhere to be taken seriously, but I will take the sleeves off this thing.
Fuck yeah.
And rock hard with it.
You know what? I might take my
maybe
sleeves
even
off.
a Skankfest basketball tournament.
Can I tell you what I'll do?
Sleeveless.
She sent a note that says, Laser, I Soder, I know how much you like to dress like a 12-year-old, so I got you this Rick and Morty shirt. So, like true mountain garbage, I'm going to take this 12-year-old shirt and I'm going to cut the sleeves off too. So when we play in the fucking Skankfest basketball tournament.
It's going to be amazing.
And then Jacob got a sick Jaws shirt.
That's just a flat-out
He
great shirt.
fucking loves it too, by the way.
My.
If you
It's
could
the
see
movie
it.
poster.
Yeah.
On the T-shirt. It's great.
It's great. I got the note she sent me. She said, "Thanks for doing such a great job on the show representing woman everywhere." WMAN.
Yeah, great job. Yeah, I love that. Black Lou, what shirt did you get?
She got Lou the AIDS cocktail.
Yeah. She goes, there you go. After your fucking professional. Oh, Black Panther. Nice, dude.
I love the Lou. You got to read the note she sent you because it's hilarious.
Yeah, she said, "If I give you $20, will you go see Black Panther with me?" I'm an overweight white chick. Does that sweeten the deal at all?
Well, yeah, I was going to say, well, does it?
Which reference, obviously, too, if you recall, there was a person asking for a black person to go see Black Panther with him on Craigslist, right?
On Craigslist. And Lou Witzke got a sweet Nirvana shirt.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
He's so happy because today he fucked a whore.
And had
prostitute, wooden sandals.
His head on a pillow made of concrete.
Now you got to see, DJ. Oh, what the? This is Keith
Let's
thing
do the
first because
Keith
I want to
thing,
say
'cause we get this
because you got Lou in his element out there. By the way,
I'll explain what really happened.
Please.
So you want to do the reveal, Black Lou? Black Lou, why don't you do the reveal of it?
Are you aware of it, Dan?
I saw a little bit of it, dude.
Okay.
But this is fucking awesome, man. Keith Carmelo, unbelievable tattoo artist, unbelievable artist, made the Sons of Gary shirt that a lot of people bought on the Facebook group. So he sent us he said he commissioned a custom. You want to show it? Pull it. Custom cutout artist Adam Hanksky work, Burns 353. Look at that, dude.
Wow, man.
Isn't that awesome?
Oh, that's like a club, like a door on a clubhouse.
Yeah, hell yeah. To recreate the Sons of Gary artwork is a gorgeous 3D wall hanging for the studio.
It spins or something too, right?
It just pops out like that. So
you sure?
Yeah, I don't think it does.
I think it does. It doesn't. No? Okay.
But we're gonna put it up in the office. And Keith, it's fucking awesome, dude.
It's amazing.
He sent some lapel pens too, some pins, some Sons of Gary pins. So we're gonna have that Keith Carmelo Unbelievable, dude. Thanks so much.
Keith, thank you so much, man. That's really amazing. Oh, it's got to go up in the office, Jacob.
Dude, absolutely. It's fucking so cool.
And I got to send, I would love to, I'll figure out information to send all these guys Bonfire shirts.
Oh, I swear to
because
God.
they're not for sale, but I can send them out. So I'm going to send out some Bonfire.
So here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to go and I'm going to work the base of every dick of every camper I could find.
Guess
now.
what? I'm going to put a rubber on you. I'm going to get your heart in there, and then we'll finish without touching.
I'm going to put a condom on with my mouth, and
no touching.
And don't touch. You can touch me, kind of, during a blowjob for 5 minutes.
Don't touch my butthole. Leave weird.
So we hang out after we hang out with DJ Lou. The day of the Pearl Jam concert comes up, and Lou saw them the night before. So I meet up with Lou after the first night of Pearl Jam.
Friend is still there.
Me, Fartbox, meet up with Amanda and Lou.
Amanda's with you the entire trip.
Yeah,
she's great.
She's great.
Wait, so why are we not dating Amanda?
I don't know why.
Is this is this just?
We're gonna work on.
I mean, she cooks, she's clean, she's from Jersey. She'll fucking wait for you to fuck a prostitute.
They've been friends for 20 years. There's just like all this stuff. They fight.
I know.
They fight like they're married.
She doesn't want to go full throttle.
I know, but it's like you watch it and you're like, God damn it, just fucking make it happen.
Oh,
Did you show your?
So let's when Harry met Sally, Lou, and Amanda.
Yeah.
She's listening right now.
Is she?
Yeah.
Hi, Amanda. Amanda's a fucking.
Hey,
we had a lot of
Amanda.
fun hanging out, man. She's like a really fucking cool girl. We just had a great time. So we meet up after the first Pearl Jam show, and I tell Fujak, I'm like, hey, Fartbox, he might be coming in hot because it's a Pearl Jam show. He might be stewed up, and we're at a different Bulldog. We're at a different Bulldog coffee shop, and we're smoking, and he comes in, and Lou's like, nah, man, I took drugs tonight. And he was so laser focused. He just came in, and he's like, what's up, man? And I was like, man, I think you're going to be stewed out. And he was fucking right there. I mean, just me and him had a long conversation while Amanda and Fartbox talked, and we just got high, and then
I've been analyzing dreams all day, man.
Dude, seriously.
Wait,
came in
what
with that.
drugs?
I think it was, what'd you take, Molly?
Yeah.
Yeah, he took Molly, and then he had some
found a
beers.
guy. Yeah.
So he was fine.
Yeah, I was super focused.
So the next day, Fartbox and I wake up a little late, and I look up truffle shops because that's how you buy mushrooms in Amsterdam. You can't just go to a mushroom shop. You have to go to truffles. That's what they're called. And we walk in, and there's this little Dutch guy behind the counter, and I was like, hey man, we're just here to buy some truffles. And he's like, how much do you want? And I was like, let me get like a gram and a half. He goes, we sell them in 10-gram increments. And I'm like, okay. He was kind of shitty, which is weird. The worst energy to have when you're buying fucking mushrooms off someone.
You're like, I guess I'll take the 10 then, man.
I go,
is it freezing and I'm sweating?
I go, are you trying to kill me or what's up? So I tell him, and he's like, do not drink alcohol. Do not drink alcohol when you're on this. I'm like, yeah, I don't drink alcohol, so I'm fine. I go, I'm just going to probably smoke some joints. He goes, do not smoke no illicit drugs when you're on these. Just take these on an empty stomach. And he's very, adamant about that. I'm like, well, we're probably going to split the dose because I don't want to get fucking too fucked up. And we got...
He's like, no!
He
gets angry each time.
Dude, every time he got angry. Every time he was like, no, if you split it, you will not feel it. And I'm like, well, I don't know. And he's like, have you done mushrooms before? I'm like, yeah, a lot. And I smoke weed all the time when I do it. And he's like, no, not on these. Not on these truffles. And I was like, so I kept doing an impression of him making fun of me to his coworkers where he's like, I tell him, I say, do not take the mushrooms. He goes, I smoke weed all the time on mushrooms.
I know a thing or two about a thing or two. He comes and says this to me.
Yeah, he goes, I tell him, I say, you need to be careful with these. These are very powerful. He says, oh, I'm from America. Look out, cowboy. This is my friend Fartbox.
I am on a cellular phone. I am going to have sex with a hooker on butcher paper.
Oh, look at me. I like missiles. I'm American. So we buy this. We buy 2 doses. We buy it's like a 10-gram dose of some pretty...
He's saying 10 grams is one dose because a normal dose is 3.5.
Yeah, and that's a
normal dose is 3.5. Raggle.
I tell him, I say, do not use the illicit drugs. And he says to me, I'm an American man. Howdy doody, cowboy.
Then the American woman came in, and she says, what, do you want me to lick the base of the thing with no condom on it?
She goes,
where did I get these hairy balls off on my chops?
I say, you clearly have never been to Amsterdam. Amsterdam's fun. And she says, do I put she goes, do I put the dick in my mouth? I go, are you doing a bad French impression?
She says to me, is it weird that I don't miss the taste?
So we buy the mushrooms. We meet up with Lou and Amanda find this like fucking like club. What would you call it? Like
it was called the Ziggo Dome, where we saw Pearl Jam, and right next to it was Club Ziggo.
Club Ziggo. So he's like, meet us there. There's no one here. There's like a packed bar next door. There's no one at this fucking place. So you have to pay with drinks and tokens, which, trust me, it comes up later in the story because you need tokens to fucking get drinks. So Fartbox, Lou, and Amanda are all having beers. I have a non-alcoholic Heineken. Have a good time. Eat the mushrooms. And Fartbox takes a third of it. I take 2/3 of it. I give the other dosage to Amanda and Lou. We open it up. Amanda has a little bit. Lou has a little bit. We fucking...
Is it grotesque, by the way? Is it just like mushrooms at home?
Most disgusting shit. By the way, I eat mushrooms a lot in America. It was worse tasting somehow with the chocolate. So I give Fartbox a third of it, and I eat a majority of it. And then we're walking out. I'm like, fuck it, let me just cash it. So I eat the rest of it. We get in line. We get in. We get into the fucking Ziggo Dome. We get in front of the sound booth, and dude, shit starts kicking in. Where the first person that said something was Amanda, where she goes, "Hey, I'm really feeling this, and I only had a little bit. How much are you feeling?" And at the time, I'm like, I'm fucking shooting through the roof, dude. I'm like, oh! And Fujak's like, dude, I'm feeling fucking kind of wavy right now. And the show hasn't started, but it's like people are starting to pack in.
Wavy or?
That's what he said. And I was like, are you cool? You all right? And he's like, yeah. I go, do you want to take a walk and get a water? Because I have a fake beer. So we all got beers, and we went in, and I had like a non-alcoholic beer. And I'm standing there, and I'm like, I could use a glass of water. Like, I really want some water right now. And Fartbox is like, let's go grab waters. So we go out, we get a water. He's like, I'm going to go into the smoking room. And I think DJ Lou will agree with me on this. The smoking room was one of the most terrifying rooms I've been in, not on mushrooms. It's all metal. The walls are metal, the ceilings are metal, and all the fucking lights are in the corner, and they're all spotlights. So you walk in, and it's the sound of metal, where you're like, not this awesome metal, but tinny metal.
Interrogation room.
Yeah, dude. You walk in, and I'm like, I don't feel comfortable in here at all. And I'm fucking firing. I go, I gotta go back and eat.
Control to Danny Sodes.
Oh, God, they're kicking in. So I walk back into the arena. I walk back into the dome part, and I have a water and a beer. And Fartbox is smoking a cigarette.
You're like, there's blood on my face. I don't know where I'm at.
People are mad at me.
Everyone's looking at me. Something's going on,
dude. I know we're joking around about that, but the lights are still on. The house lights are still on, and they're playing. There's no opener, so when Pearl Jam comes on, Pearl Jam comes on. They start playing a Queens of the Stone Age song, "If I Had a Tail," and I'm like, over the PA, and I'm like, what's up? And I'm on mushrooms, and I'm in that like floaty, like having fun. I got a water. I'm gonna go back, meet fucking Lou and Amanda. They're in front of the soundbox.
I like the overthinking of the process, everything too. Goes, things are good. I'm holding a water.
I have a fake beer.
I have a fake beer. I'm holding a water. Life is a good thing.
I go, I have the necessary liquids. I love Queens of the Stone Age. I just saw them. This is great. Everything is great. These mushrooms are very powerful. So I start fucking being like, excuse me, trying to get the Wayne's World 2. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me. Trying to get through the crowd. These motherfuckers are not budging. When I say they're not budging, they're being very Dutch about this shit. They're just standing there, and I'm like, excuse me. All right. And I'm like trying to get around. I'm like, excuse me. And I'm on fucking mushrooms, man. So I'm like, are these people mad? And people keep being like, are we going to
find out in this story that you were arguing with statues in a museum? You're so fucking waxed out.
Turns out I'm in the forest behind the Ziggo Dome, fist fighting trees, dude.
And you're holding the water and the beer, and you're going, I know I'm in your country, okay?
Yeah,
I know I'm a guest in your country, but I came here to party, and my friend Lou
George Washington
fucked a girl on deli paper.
And George Washington cut down the tree. He lied, but then he felt bad about it.
Van Gogh, and Frank.
Oh God, dude!
Idiots!
I want to talk to you so much about the Van Gogh. We went to the Van Gogh Museum, and we were high as shit. Yeah, it was great.
Was it great?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, yeah, I was super baked, but. Back to the mushrooms. I'm trying to get back to Lou and Amanda, and these motherfuckers are not moving, and they're getting upset at me for trying to get by. Like legitimately, not in an American concert way. And so then in my mushroom head, I'm like, am I breaking some cultural rule that I don't know? We're all trees. Everyone's upset. Everyone's mad at me. What are you doing, Dad? What did you do? Should you have gone to grad school? You should be nicer to your friends. Why aren't you nicer to everyone? So I'm starting to fucking freak out. And as I'm bumping into people, the beer's spilling on me and the water's spilling on me and I'm hitting people and the lights, and they're not fucking moving. And at one point I just turn around and I give up. And I turn around to this Dutch guy and I'm like, I lost my friend. And he's like, not yet. And I'm like, this is
David Lynchy?
Dude, so David Lynchy.
Your friend is gone from here now.
The gem is the pearl, but the pearl is you. And I go to...
Did you see Bloom come in that hookwear?
Yeah, in her pussy, but a bag. I fucking bail. I'm like, fuck this shit. And I go to the back. Right? And I text Lou.
That's not making you look less weird.
Dude, I'm telling you. Dude, no, it wasn't one of those. It was like move, and then no one would. And I'm like, I look to the guy and I'm like, fuck this. And then I'm like, excuse me, all right, fucking. And I'm like kind of mad now. And I'm like, fucking, all right, move. Fucking Dutch cunts. And then I wasn't saying that, but I got to the back and I was like, okay, I'm fucking freaking out. And then Pearl Jam comes on, which is great. But I'll tell you this, man, I lose a great person to go to a concert with, especially when you're fucked up on drugs. Because I texted him, which, by the way, texting on mushrooms, very difficult. Because you're like, and I text him, I go,
can I say, think, Dan?
Dude,
Can you say everything you want to say with emojis?
I want to.
Yes, I'm going to make that happen right now. Can you say everything you want to say with the emojis for Mahjong tiles? Yes? Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to speak fluent in all Mahjong tiles.
So I send him a text that writes, I haven't read this since I sent it. I wrote, in the back, couldn't get back to you. And he texts back, no worries, release. That's the song that they opened with, which is what I really wanted to hear.
I was telling you to come.
and I go, oh, I'll just jack off. And then I wrote, hell yeah, I'm right behind the sound booth. So, I mean, these texts sound pretty fucking good.
If you're lost, I'm your guide.
Dude, he came back. Him and Amanda came back. But before they do,
They ate Fujak.
Fartbox walks in, and he's fucked up. And he starts going, and I'm all fucked up. And when I see him, I just go, Fujak! Foo! 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 I'm just yelling foo, and all these Dutch people are like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And I'm just going, foo! Foo! He's not hearing me, and it's like, oh, I better be. And I'm fucking fighting to get to him, and I fucking am like I'm pushing Dutch people out of the way, like, foo, and I grab him, and he looks back, and he's like, oh, thank fucking God, dude. He's like, I didn't know where you were. And I was like, Lou and Amanda are gonna meet us back here. And we stood in the back, and I fucking tripped balls for 3.5 hours.
Loved it, though.
Parts I didn't. There was parts where I was like,
I get it, yeah.
Because that's what Foo said. Foo was like, Foo only ate a third, and he's like, dude, I'm fucking high up here. And I'm like, oh, wherever you are, I'm twice as much.
Dan's over there fucking like doing fucking lick his own pinky. He's doing lickimades to get the rest of it out.
Yeah, dude. It was
me and Christine, since the show last week, we redid to try if we can do actual Molly instead of meth and
speed.
Speed, which we did the first time.
We figured out it was most definitely just speed last time.
Yeah, this was very different. And that first wave, I've never had that first wave that hit me was very nerve-wracking.
I went out, it's hilarious because
the first wave hits me, it was very the only thing that saved me was that Shannon on SDR show.
Yeah.
Shannon, for her first time ever trying it too, and it hit her really hard too, and she was nervous, and I was at least, if it makes sense, I already had calm my nerves because I see how nervous she is. I go, oh, so she's feeling it too. So I explained that to her. I go, Shannon, I'm feeling it too, so calm down because we're all going to be fine.
So what made me feel good was when Amanda kept going, I know I'm fucked up right now. Where are you at? And I'm like, thank you, because I'm up there. So we're cool.
He's like, I'm living in your ear.
No, but I was like, there were moments where Lou and Fujak had a moment where Fujak, when he started finally coming down, Lou goes, the jam got you, didn't it? And because Fujak, what song was it that Black, that he got super into, and he was like, dude, this is unbelievable. Fujak was like, this is unbelievable. He's like, I'm not a big Pearl Jam fan, and I'm in it right now.
Yeah.
And then I got into it, State of Love and Trust. When they started playing State of Love and Trust, I was like, oh, we're in the good part now. And I was like, I'm loving this. And then it was...
That was the night that they formed the power duo Lou Jack.
Lou Jack.
We had when it started hitting me on Monday, they were on air, and I went outside on the balcony and I threw on Lord Huron, and I immediately started texting you, and then Jay came out. He's like, "Who are you texting?" I was like, "I'm just gonna go ahead and delete the whole thing, man."
No, Christine was great. Christine really does though. Like, it actually makes me, I gotta say, sort of nervous. She was fine. We had a very good time actually on it, but like Christine, like, which is what you're supposed to do actually. When she goes for it, it's probably why I don't like mushrooms. She does, or she turns into the skid like completely.
That's what I did.
She leans into it, so it's like she's doing the thing. It makes me nervous though. I need her to like acknowledge to me at points. I need her to keep coming back and going like, Christine, like, just you're talking like this because of Molly, right?
Because I'm all consumed by love and happiness.
I'm like, well, I need her to say like, I'm like, you understand, like, you sound like you tomorrow would hear this and realize you sound like silly, right? And for some reason I need to kill the buzz like that because
that's what I was gonna say. Ari is the opposite of that.
Yeah,
like when you do drugs with Ari goes, "Now go into it."
Yeah,
go fucking into it.
I know Christine.
I'd
see Christine outside, and she'd be like, and she was like shaking like this, and she'd be like, "Jay, I just want to tell you." Because something I thought about earlier, and I didn't tell you earlier, and I feel like I should just have been honest and told. And it's nothing that was like bad. It was just like I forget even what it was. It was just something like it bothered me very much. You did the thing, and I love you, and it's just important for me.
It's drug talk.
Yeah, and I go, okay, I hear you. I go, but like you,
because drug babble.
I just need to acknowledge. I go, but you realize you're being weird. And so every once in a while, you have to, poor Christine would have to go. She goes, I just think she'd be talking to one of the interns. I think you're beautiful and talented. And I would love to work with you more. And just things. I think I'm very proud of you. And I think you've done great. And I go, Christine, and she goes, and I know. It's Molly. I know it's Molly. And I just
let me tell you something
she
right
to give
now.
it to me, or else I'd be like, I'm pulling you out. I'm gonna pull you out like Dreamscape.
Well, Jay also wants to babysit, but I feel like I'm also like more well versed in drugs than him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh no, I know that I'm fucked up. I think he thinks I don't, but I do acknowledge I'm never like, what do you? It's not like when I drink, because when I drink, I'm the biggest queen of I'm not drunk.
Yeah.
If I'm on mushrooms or Molly, I'm like, oh no, I'm fucked up.
And so the great part.
But go ahead.
But
that's not true at all.
But I was gonna say the great part was like I accidentally did that to Fujak because I was like, "Are you feeling all right?" And he's like, "Yeah, man." And I'm like, "All right, cool." And I was asking that because I was like fucking flying up there. And then he went. At one point, I went, "Am I feeling all right?" And he's like, "I need to know if I'm feeling all right." And I'm like, okay, so we're good because we're fucking flying. And then we got back to the room and I was just fucking ripping joints. And he's like, dude, are you still? And I'm like, I took twice as much as you. Yeah, I'm still up there. I'm still fucking flying. So you have to explain that to people.
The tiles look amazing.
I haven't felt my heartbeat in a while.
We were trying to take the train. We were trying to decide what to do after the concert. And we're on the train station, and I'm all fucked up on mushrooms, but they're all cool at this point. And so I'm like, guys, are we gonna fucking go to a coffee shop? Are we gonna go back? Should we take the train? Should we walk? And they all start laughing, and I'm like, you guys aren't listening to me. You guys need to listen to me. What the fuck's going on? And then I was like, oh fuck, I'm still on drugs.
We're all listening to you, Dan. Well, sounds like everyone had a fun drug experience. I thought the Molly actually was pretty delightful the second time around. But again, like, I was saying you're wrong, by the way, where I'm saying false. Like, you say I know I'm on it. Like, no, with drugs very much also you'll say like, no, I know where I'm on it, but it's not that. I'm telling you that, and you're like, no.
But I don't deny that I'm fucked up, whereas when I used to drink, you'd be like, Christine, you're drunk. And I'm like, I'm not drunk.
I do that on alcohol.
Yeah, like alcohol.
But you were like,
different.
but Christine was very touchy-feely with everybody and steering into it the way I guess you're supposed to go. I just, in my mind, I'm also running protection over, I'm like, you're gonna look silly tomorrow to some people that aren't hitting it, and that's kind of a casualty of war.
Here's some bonfire advice.
But we also we were in a very small group. I even left there. I was like, thanks for giving me a space to be vulnerable in, guys. Bye.
Yeah.
Like, it was a really small group of people that we're like connected to, so it was okay.
Here's some drug advice. If you do drugs that make you chatter, do it around people you're comfortable, and you won't feel stupid around the next day.
Yeah,
you can just babble. You can babble.
And it kind of was that. The grouping was that.
Yeah, we just did 8 extra minutes of drug chatter.
You're welcome.
We're on drugs, so we're welcome. Also, check out the Best of the Bonfire. It's been airing on Fridays, but it's not even the Best of the Bonfire. This is pretty awesome. We're putting out a podcast.